thing, and it's like it'll be fine, and that just makes better storytelling because that's how people would exist, you know.
Exactly. Makes sense.
But hey, level 7s now. We love to see it.
Got 75 HP.
Did you roll for your HP increase? How much did you increase by?
I think I just put, because we started at level 5, I don't think I rolled, so I think I just have like the regular HP. Unless you want me, I can roll.
Imagine
you can do either
having
or.
the regular HP. God.
Oh my gosh. She comes back and just starts shitting on me.
Listen, first you don't even multi-class, and now
shitting.
you have regular HP, bro.
God, imagine only having nothing over 40 health. Cringe.
Cringe.
Imagine having the most fucking health out of all of us.
Yeah, dude, imagine not being able to die. That's literally...
Damn, must be nice. Couldn't be me. God.
Imagine
No,
having armor
the
class.
wizard druid with 38. Of course, you're a glass cannon. You're as
12
you're as
armor
much
class.
HP
Cringe.
as like Truth would have had at level 4.
I don't know what you want from me. Listen. But also, I do the most damage. You can't
You do
deny
do
that.
a lot of damage. It is
Yes,
true.
that is
It
very
fits.
true.
It fits
hey-
the character
Yeah.
that is Zinnia. It fits.
True. Absolutely.
It's
Wax. If you'd
Exactly.
like, there is a D&D session open on Roll20.
Oh,
Damn,
yes,
that's
yes,
crazy. The page
A
we're
little
supposed to be
all over
on, it's open.
Yeah, it's insane. It is open.
Imagine,
I would've never
imagine
There's 3 people in
Yes.
here. There's
Whoa.
also a watch together link in the Discord channel.
Oh, the thing
if
that
you
we're
would like some
currently listening
ambiance.
to. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Whoa, no way.
Absolutely crazy. Couldn't be. You're right at this point. Couldn't be Wax here.
I don't like this blasphemy that's going on. Why did I just open Meta stream? I'm a joke right now.
This is Wax the last time playing with us. He's bullied.
Yeah, dude. The hazing in the workplace right now is immaculate.
Seriously.
Okay.
You're all
wait.
good. Take your time with it. I sort of scheduled this to be a little longer than usual in the first place, just because I was like, we're all sort of getting back into it and everything, you know.
You're just accompanying for my, for me being my inadequacy to be on time.
Jeez, Raging D.
Oh,
Zinni and there are popping
I
off
can
in
read
the
these now.
chat.
I'm here. I can read these now.
I can read these now. I see what's happening.
You missed about half of it, bud.
Oh my.
But as I said, if you would like some ambiance, Wax, the Watch Together link is in there. We got it playing, and
Yes, sir.
it'll change throughout. Otherwise, though, are we all good and ready to go?
Yes.
No.
No, well,
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
that's crazy. I mean, I guess we're
Being
done.
canceled?
Shit.
and someone just restarted the video.
What the fuck? Butler,
went
did you
back to
just
the beginning.
restart?
No, it's probably Wax.
I
Wax,
just joined.
you
How did I?
fucking-
Yeah,
Oh
it could
my
have been him.
God.
No, you're fine, Wax. You're
Every
being gaslit
time,
again.
Wax, why are you like
Oh my
this?
god.
Jesus. Okay. With all of the
Every
gaslighting and hazing out of the way,
Is it out of
welcome. I hope so.
the way? Okay.
Either way, welcome back, adventurers and travelers, to session 4 of All Daggers Drawn. Who would like to give us the recap of what happened last time in a very special crossover episode that might not have been in this campaign, but in someone else's?
Should I do it? I can do it. I don't have
think
my notes,
If
but I can do it.
Whoever's good, whatever you guys remember. It doesn't have to be pure notes. It's just like, oh, we did this sort of thing.
It's
do
usually
you
better
remember?
with notes.
Believe that we
So-
met the 3 people we were looking for.
Yes, we met the
Yes.
3 adventures that were in the book, in the journal that we found by the
grimoire.
crow,
The
the grimoire. They
Yes.
told us about the cat that they hate.
Yes.
and
Parsival the mouse, the
Sir Percival Distroud.
Stroud.
Yes.
and they agreed to join up and help us against the army of what the fuck are they called? Mind wiping
Last
assholes.
Hydros.
Yeah.
The mind wiping assholes is also a great name for them.
That's canon.
That's canon now.
They agreed to help with that. They kind of know about how they're made. They kind of know how they are destroyed. But they are also we're doing something with the pirates that we also need help from. That's about it, I think.
Okay.
We just kind of had a conversation with them, really.
Speaking of, sorry, Dare, you were saying something?
Oh, no. I was just gonna point out the fact that Wax got it on with one of them.
Oh, true,
Premarital
true.
hand-holding.
Yes.
Whew.
Premarital hand holding. It is true. That being said, though, also, you guys, you were mentioning that you were also needing some help from the pirates. What was that other thing you guys were coming here for? Because there seemed to be a bit of a debate in the last session, session 3, about what you really were coming here for, what you wanted from them.
From what I understood is that we sent the dude that I had to marry to get information from.
Yes.
Basically sent him to go play with boats or figure out how boats are made. Storm battling boat. I forget what the term was, but it was like seaworthy boats.
Seaworthy boats, yeah.
Seaworthy boats. But we told him not to talk about the gas because we're still waiting to use the gas. But we're going to be using smoke from the industrialists, I think in about a week when we get there, to like try and plead our case and get them to like basically like rain down fog and like ash.
Who would you want to rain down fog and ash? The people that you're going to go meet in a week?
Yeah, the people that we're trying to save
Yes.
from the Thessal Hydra attack or the mind-wiping assholes.
the false hydras. Yep.
Listen!
Yes.
I couldn't
That's not
remember the
Last
name.
Hydra.
They're false hydras. But
My bad.
you're all good. But yes, there is an attempt you guys are having to try and save the Vindegian Empire. And hopefully by bringing them the knowledge of the smoke that can weaken the beasts, or at least nullify those seeds that have already begun being planted over there, you might be able to make your way over. But in order for that to happen, you'll need some mass manufacturing. And where we pick up is right after those 3 adventurers went away to go talk to their pirate allies on a strange otherworldly adventure that is a story for another time. Where you guys, though, as you continue sitting in the bar, sort of regaining your spirits, sort of recovering from that whole ordeal and figuring out where you can go from here, the door opens once more and a familiar face comes to greet you.
Your partner!
Your partner!
Your husbando!
Howdy.
Howdy.
Oh. My voice mod crashed immediately.
Oh, no.
Nice! We love that.
Well, just a second as I restart.
That's a very interesting voice to hear Cirque with.
Yeah. Yep. The entire campaign is just gonna be him in that voice now.
Oh, yes. Nice.
Hello, do I sound like normal again?
Yes, you do.
Very nice.
But now I don't.
Yes.
Oh, what is this trickery?
It's crazy.
You 3. You've made good, you're still here. I have news to report. It seems the pirate captain is away at sea on guard duty at the moment, guarding the port of something. But I've been able to talk to some of the pirates, and I feel we can continue trying to figure out how we can mass produce the smoke over here. I've traded some of the secrets, and they've shown me they given me a tour of some of their boats. And hopefully, with maybe, I don't know, maybe 3 days' time, 4 days' time, I could figure out the entire secrets of the seaworthy armada.
Wait, so you traded the secrets of the smoke with the pirates?
I just taught them how to make, like, a weaker version of it. It's nothing really, but it got me on board the boat.
I see.
And what are you planning to trade to go on the boat again to see the rest of the secrets?
I hadn't thought that far.
Oh, okay.
What
All right.
what should I do?
I think that you should consult the group more when you make these kinds of decisions,
Any
partner.
And he's gonna look around sort of meekly at the lot of you and go,
I'm sorry, I didn't consider myself truly part of the group yet. Does that mean that I'm part of the group?
I'm gonna just mind talk to Dare and be like, this fucking guy. I'm gonna hold out my right hand and then quickly switch to my left and be like, because I realize that he can't shake with his right. And then I'm gonna go, yes, you are now a part of the group, partner.
he looks at the hand for a good like quarter second before like his left arm shooting out and grasping yours and shaking it and going,
A pleasure to be a part of the crew. Sorry, I've just got off the ship. A little bit of their lingo still in me. It's good to be here. I'll consult the group more on some things then. It was only a small minor faction of pirates. If you're worried about the secrets of the smoke being just sold out, I'm not too secretive with my secrets, actually.
Well, there's a reason why we call them secrets. So I think you should fix that up and maybe be a little bit more secretive. But,
Yes,
I mean,
okay.
it's good to have you. We trust you that you're doing everything in good intentions, but we know where good intentions can lead.
Yes, of course. So what is your plan to do now?
I'm going to turn to Zinnia and Dare and just be like, well, if we're done here, then what is our plan?
We should probably go see the pirates first, no? Well, but to be fair, he did say the captain was out patrolling some port, so...
When he referred to the captain, Zerg, was he talking about the Pirate Queen?
yes, the Pirate Queen.
Okay.
I mean, I think because you two still need to get your weapons attuned, right? That you guys got from Snow.
No, I'm good.
No, you guys attuned them.
No, I'm good.
I believe so.
Okay.
I already used the holy hand grenade.
Yes, he does know how to use the holy hand grenade.
But as far as wax, have you attuned?
I think that we've like spent a lot of time getting over here from that, so I feel like I would have attuned to the stuff that I needed.
You spent a week, or you spent, what was it, about a week getting over here? So yes, you've attuned to it.
Okay. I don't think there's much to do. We just need to wait for the Pirate Queen in order to discuss some deals then.
Got you. It's at that moment, as you guys are discussing amongst each other, figuring out like, well, no, I've already attuned to this item, and Zinnia showing off her holy hand grenade, and Truth trying to be like, no, not here, don't explode that here. And she's going, why? What's wrong with it?
It's
That,
fine!
a large burly hand grasps your shoulder, Truth, and you look back and you see a man with bearded coils raining down from his chin and a drunken stupor in his face as he holds himself close to you and goes, "Aye, lad, I be taking that chair now. Some of me friends need a seat. Get up."
To Blackbeard.
Blackbeard. It's
I'm
Jack
sitting in
Sparrow.
What'd you say?
I said I'm sitting in it as I turn to him.
And he goes, "Yeah, and not anymore. Give up."
No, I'm sitting in it.
He's going to move his hand from your shoulder to the back of the chair, and he's gonna just yank on it like really shortly and tightly, trying to force you off it. Go ahead and make me a. We're gonna do either an athletics check or a dexterity check to see if you're able to hold on to it. Athletics or acrobatics? That's what I meant to say.
What did you know?
It's a +0. Acrobatics is a +1. We're gonna go with that, baby. Baby, let's go.
Little did you know, Wax has trained in parkour.
Exactly. That's canon. For this
That's
one.
Canon
canon.
for this exact encounter.
he keeps sitting on chairs and waiting for someone to yank on him.
Oh hell yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Don't you?
And he's like, "Ha, I got it." And
Yeah, you don't?
all that training and practice, it paid off because you're able to hold firmly onto it. You one of your left hand shoots down to hold on to the seat while your right hand then pushes over to sort of like ready yourself against the pirate. And he looks back at you and goes, all right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get up and look at him and be like, "Are we in fucking 3rd grade? Why are you yanking shit? I said no. Don't mind this, mind that. Get the fuck out of here. Go grab someone else's chair."
Jesus.
Ooh, make an intimidation check.
Oh boy. Oh
Ooh,
boy.
26.
That +8 looking real nice.
The pirate cowed by your words, sort of like looks sheepishly at you, especially when you're calling him just a 3rd grader. And he's like, he's definitely deep in the sauce right now, but that's like a hurt to his own manhood in a way. And he looks back and he goes, just wanted a chair for my friend. It looked like you lot were getting up anyways. I did. And he starts slinking off before, back at the bar, one of his friends going, "Are you that little fucking pussy really take it down a notch, eh, mate?"
Oh my god.
Can I? You know what?
Damn.
I'm fed up. Can I walk over to that guy really quick?
Ooh, yeah, you can.
Oh
no.
no.
And here, actually, so let me hide him really quick. And funny enough, the man
The
that
little
is saying
laugh.
that
Jesus.
is actually a woman
Oh.
sitting at the bar, surrounded by grog, and absolutely just indulging herself in it and looking back at her friend and calling him just a straight up pussy. And she looks at you as you're
Look at her
walking up and going,
feathers.
"Oh, you want some now too? You come to hand deliver me chair."
No, that was a fucking good insult. I'm gonna throw 5 silver on the table, and then I'm gonna walk back.
What the fuck?
And she goes, "That 5 silver's nice, but I still need a chair over here."
Well, go look somewhere else. I gave you 5 silver. Fuck off, and then I'm gonna walk back.
Oh my god.
She's gonna follow back, 2 bottles in hand, and she's gonna go, you place one down right in front of you on the table, and hold the other one in her and go, "I don't like just taking silver unless I meant to take the silver. You'll be taking this grog as a payment for it, and then I'll be taking the chair for free."
What? You're making this so complicated. Why don't you take the grog and then say, why don't you give me the 5 silver back and then trade me the grog for the chair? I feel like this could be done way more civil. What is with like?
She swang back and forth just by standing still. You can tell her faculties are gone, and she's like, "Complicated? No, this all makes sense. This is all completely just how we do things here."
You're yelling now. Why we're inside?
Nothing. I am
Use
not
your inside
yelling.
Voice.
What?
Take
I
the chair.
can't
I'm
hear
gonna
you.
take the
No.
chair. I'm gonna you know, I give you the chair. You didn't take it. I gave it to you. Here, take it.
And she pushes it back and goes, "No, you don't give me the chair. I take the chair."
No, I don't want it.
And then
anymore.
looks
I'm a
back at her
stand-up
friend.
guy.
Stand-up type of guy.
So funny.
Oh, Jesus. And then she looks back and goes, Hey, Jackson! Fuck these guys up!" And Jackson comes back, the man with the braided coils hanging down from his chin, and he looks at the 3 of you going, "I just wanted a chair."
Jackson the Great Pirate. What kind of pirate name is that?
I wasn't born a pirate, you know. When me mum named me, it wasn't exactly with the expectations that I'd be sailing the seas, plundering things and stealing chairs from wee little fucking twigs like you.
That's
can
why
I-
you change your name. You got what is this? You,
Wait, can I just
did
like
you
wait,
raise with the
ooh,
accent
I have a
or like
question.
that?
I have a question.
Yes,
wait,
I
wait,
was six.
wait, I have a
What?
question. I have a question. What did your
Yes.
mom want you to do then? I'm curious. What did your mom have aspirations for you to do?
Roll a persuasion. Roll persuasion.
Aw. No, where is it?
Come on, that's 20.
Persuasion. 23,
23.
bitch. Tell me.
Hey, and he's gonna be sort of taken aback by this, going, "You lot are fucking weird." Before piping up and going, "A banker. My mom wanted me to be a banker,
Oh wait, that's sweet.
and in a way, I decided to still keep with the profession, if you know what I mean."
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, yeah, I understand. That's good. Is your
can
mom proud
count.
of you for your you know wait. Is your mom like proud? Does your mom know? Is she proud of you?
My mom's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's
I
too
killed her.
bad. Oh. Well, why'd you do that?
She owed me gold,
Oh.
and a banker doesn't leave debts unpaid, even if it's me own mum.
I mean, well, okay, yeah. I mean, she wanted you to be a banker. You had to uphold the banker thing. Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
In her
Understandable.
And
defense, she might have given you exactly how much you owed. I don't know if you counted it right. Did you double count?
He levies his pistol at you, going, "You saying I can't fucking count?"
No, I could. Yeah. But I'm okay.
Yeah.
Wait, how drunk is this man?
You can prove me wrong. I hold up 4 fingers. And I go, how many fingers am I holding up?
He's going to take a second, and he's going to like look intently at those fingers, like he's studying them right now. And as he's studying them, his face is going closer and closer to your fingers until he's but like a finger's breadth away.
The
He's gonna go,
moment he opens
yeah.
his mouth, I'm gonna drop my pinky, so I'm holding up 3 to see what he says, like to try and switch the number.
He's gonna say 6.
Wow, I couldn't even mess up that bit. That's correct. Next time you tell this story, tell everybody that a man held up his hand, one hand, and you counted 6 fingers, and you were right. I tap him on the shoulder and I go, if I had more gold, I'd give it to you.
And he's gonna look at you and go, and finally the gears are gonna click when you said holding up one hand and that he said 6. He's gonna go, "Wait a second, you're fucking having at me!" And he's gonna ready his pistol again at you and go, "No, I'm not fucking letting this stand.
Wait.
We're going for it, Lawrence. This is the time." And then he's going to pick up that bottle of grog on the table and smash it against your head. Truth.
Oh my god.
Oh
An
my
initiative will be
God.
rolled,
Oh,
and a
very nice.
1d3 will do some damage to you.
God.
Dealing crit, 3 damage.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
So we roll initiative?
Let me start the turn counter.
Oh, I didn't want to fight them. Fuck.
I realized that I was poking a little too much fun.
God damn it. I wanted to see his pistol, bro.
You wanted to see his pistol?
Yeah, I wanted to ask if I could see it.
Yeah, Ash go-
Well, my
So
first
good.
question would have been, how drunk is he? And then my second question would have been, hey, can I see your pistol? It's pretty.
You know how he would have taken that, right?
What?
He would have not thought of an actual pistol.
Oh, I'm sure. But also, eh.
We
God
just
say
damn it, we're really...
Tavern brawl.
God damn it.
And the tavern brawl begins. This should work for us. And go ahead and roll your initiatives.
17.
Wow, I hate
5.
that it doesn't add them immediately. That sucks.
6.
So, Zinnia got
5.
a 6. Truth got a
So
5.
bad.
And Dare
Oh
got
my
a
God.
10.
I got
No,
17. I have advantage.
17.
They're not gonna roll.
You have advantage on them. Ooh.
Yeah. With my level up.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
And then-
Carolate.
This boy had an 11 and she had a 6. Cool. So, our turn orders are in place. As the grog smashes across your face, Truth, you feel the wet, slimy ooze of the rum start slipping over your celestial body, sort of almost like a baptism by alcohol in a sense. When you finally look around, the alcohol clearing from your eyes, you notice that every other bar in the tavern, seat in the tavern has been filled on this very heavy night. of drinking. It's right after the ports have closed, after all, and everyone was here to celebrate and the end of the week and the work week. However, as that bottle of grog smashes, a new celebration begins, and other tavern brawls start breaking out. Anyone that was arguing, anyone that was fighting at this current place has taken it as the cue to finally take things to the next level. The pianist over in the corner, seeing the chaos, just sighs and starts playing some more lively music to lighten the tunes with everything. This is but another Saturday for him, and he is ready for it. Meanwhile, the rest of you guys are in your first tavern brawl. The others are on the other side of the table, other than him, because he smashed the bottle on you, and he's gonna be on that side of the table. Meanwhile, the girl is over here, and you're gonna see that I need to start dragging some people into their tavern brawl fights. As this goes, remember that there is a homebrew in effect for drawing aggro onto people, but also because this is a tavern brawl, other patrons might come embroiled in the fight as things continue on.
Yeah.
Sort of a free-for-all going on at the moment. That being said, it should be Dare's turn first.
Yes, sir. Okay.
While he's going, I'm gonna grab my notebook. I'll be back.
Go for it.
Let's see what I'm gonna do. I'd like to run up to the person who smashed the grog
Yes.
over Truth's head and tackle him to the ground.
Ooh, okay. So you're gonna
Damn.
grapple.
Yes.
Go for a grapple.
That'd be an unarmed, right?
No, here, let me double check just so I'm not being stupid. A grappling strike.
Yeah, wait.
Because I thought it was a constitution. Make a strength or dexterity check.
Oh, strength, okay. 5.
5. Okay. Unfortunate, because then he's gonna roll his dexterity, and let me pull up his dexterity really quick. Okay. Yep, he's able to. You hold you grapple onto him, holding yourself close to him, and he sort of like brushes you off with just his drunk brute strength, the testosterone flowing within him, and you can see that he starts chuckling, going, "Oh, now we're really fucking going!" And he's gonna take a lighter out from his pocket and light the ends of his beard.
Knew it! It's Blackbeard! Failing the tackle, I'm assuming like I don't really go that far, I just like go with the space behind him.
No, you stay in the place you are.
Okay. Seeing that my tackle failed, I believe here we go. Yeah. I would like to throw an unarmed strike at him. A punch.
An arm strike, go for it.
26.
26, that's a crit! Max damage!
Oh
think that's
my
just- I think
god,
that's
don't
four.
kill the guy. Shit.
So, yep, that's a 4 max damage. Good to know.
Oh my god.
I'm using my fists on my great axe. This is a tavern brawl. Come on, monster.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's true. He
man.
didn't pull out his axe or anything, at least.
Listen, last time some of this shit happened and no one was said anything, an arm was like bit off. So, you know, let's not have that again.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
I think
just go.
that'd be the end of my turn.
Okay, turn has ended. Meanwhile, a good old strike to the jaw has his he sort of like slack jaws back into position, cracks his jaw back into place, and then you see that he reaches onto the bottle down at the table, like one of the other ones, takes another swig and goes, okay, and he's gonna go for you. Let me pull it up. What is he gonna do? Ooh, from his he's gonna first start off with an unarmed strike, against you.
19.
19.
Hits.
Okay. Dealing the least amount of damage it could possibly do. Even though he might have the drunk brute strength, he may have hit you, he certainly doesn't exactly have the accuracy of knowing where to punch at you. He punches right into your leather chest, and all of the leather padding that you had, all the armor that you've had from much stronger enemies, barely makes an indent on you.
I would just like to laugh at his punch.
He grimaces, and then from his back pocket, he pulls out a chain.
Oh.
Okay.
And with that chain, he attempts to wrap it around you.
God.
Just has chain
Look
in
at
his
that,
back
eh?
pocket.
Yeah, he's got chain.
Damn.
An 11
Kinky.
will not hit. And with that, that will be the end of his turn. Zinnia, up to you.
Hi. Okay. Can I wanna. Okay. I'm gonna cast invisibility
Oh,
on
okay.
myself and only myself.
You're just like, shoop, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself,
Okay.
and then I am going to move
Move away.
from. Yeah, I'm gonna move. Wait, how far is this? Ah, shit. Okay.
Remember to do it from your square.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Heck.
She just doesn't want to be involved.
I just want to watch. This is hilarious.
I just want to
I
watch.
want to go right there.
Okay.
I think that's 30.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna,
And that's the end of your turn?
and then, yeah. I'm just gonna hang out and laugh.
Sure.
Yay, this is fun. While clapping. Yay, this is fun.
Ooh, love this. Woohoo.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Meanwhile, the other pirate, here's her fun thing. She's gonna instinctively reach down to a pair of axes that hang in her belt before she realizes, oh, wait, no, it's not this kind of fight. And instead, she's gonna go back to the bar over here and start picking up beer bottles. And she's gonna get ready, those both in hand, flipping them upwards so she's holding them by the gooseneck, and start chucking them at the truth.
Wait, that sounds like
my
fun. I want to do
God.
that. I want to do that. Yeah.
Hopefully she means throw beer bottles and not throw beer bottles at Truth.
I
It's like, I'd
mean,
love to throw them at truth.
that sounds like fun.
Besides, and I can't see one of them.
Yay.
So she's gonna throw the first one at you, Truth. A 14.
That hits. My AC is 12. So
Oh my god.
I really beefed myself up, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
You're ready
here's
for a
what
fight
it's
like
gonna
this.
do. It's gonna deal 3 damage. That's totally
Oh
fine.
no,
Very nice.
3
Light work.
damage.
That's the
And then
least amount
here
of damage
comes-
you've taken.
So
Here comes the
funny.
next one.
Oh,
An 8
that's
doesn't
more.
hit. So one goes careening into your face, the glass shattering, before finally the other one whizzes by you. You are now covered in booze at this point. It is dripping from not just your head, but to your shoulders, to a little past your midriff. You got a little bit of a wet t-shirt competition going on.
Oh.
Oh my god.
But as she does that, the person next to her, she happened to accidentally grab one of their beer bottles, and the lady that's sitting next to her is going, "What the fuck? That was my rum!" And she's gonna start getting ready for her part of the tavern brawl as she punches at that pirate.
Very nice, very nice.
And Truth, it is your turn. Yeah.
That's a good question. Is anyone, everybody's, or this tavern fight right now is just like that woman, the woman that she took the beer
Free
bottle
for
from,
all,
and then
bro.
the other pirate, and then us three. Nobody else seems to kind of like, they're probably looking, but nobody seems like they're getting ready to join in.
Okay, if you want a quick lay down,
Everyone's having their own
Everyone,
right?
there are some other scuffles going on. There's a scuffle going on here. There's a scuffle going on here. And then these four are watching you guys, but they seem to sort of like be in that drunken stupor that they'd be happy to come in at any moment.
Oh no.
And these ones are sort of just like wondering if they should leave because they're sort of near the door and like they liked their drinks, but like they could just go to another bar. Ironically, the broken chair is down the street, but that doesn't have any broken chairs.
Wow.
Is the chair that they were fighting over?
Yeah.
Am I by it still? Like
You're on it still. That one that's right underneath you, that's the chair.
Throw it.
Okay, and then how does Dare look in his fight? Does he look like that he's manhandling that dude? Like
Not he got one good hit in, but he tried to grapple him and was like rebuffed immediately. It feels like this is like two sort of buff dudes just about to test their mettle against each other.
okay.
I just
Then-
look at Truth and just say, no, don't get in this fight. This is my fight.
This is mine. This one's mine.
That chair looks so juicy right underneath you.
Yeah, I'm gonna look the chick that was throwing beer bottles at me. I'm gonna look at her and be like, "Hey!" I'm gonna lift up my middle finger and be like, "You're never fucking getting this chair." And then I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna make a beeline for the door.
Okay,
Steal the chair.
you because you're holding a chair,
yeah.
you're gonna what is your movement speed?
My movement speed is 30, but I'm definitely dashing. Unless, yeah, I'm definitely
You're
dashing.
gonna subtract 10 feet from your movement speed. You're not gonna be moving at half, but you'll be minus 10. So if you're dashing, you can move 40 feet total.
Okay,
Which you
so-
did.
So yeah,
Hey, ironically,
There
that's
you
perfect.
go.
the best guesstimate.
So you pick up the chair. Almost like you can feel a couple of splinters in your hand from just how manhandled this chair has been in the past. But the pain is almost nothing to you at this point because you have a point to prove. And you hold it up above your head and comically start running, dashing away with a smile on your face, gleefully getting one over on the pirate lady, who meanwhile is astonished and trying to figure out if she should go after you or if she needs to now fight the new person that she stole her beer from.
Oh my god. This is amazing.
Anything else with your turn, Truth?
Nope, that's it. That's
Okay.
me in the door. I'm trying to get there. That's all I'm doing.
I feel that. Okay, so it comes to the rest of the bar's turn. So I'm going to be working my way from top to bottom here. Over here, this lady is sort of just doing what Zinnia did. She didn't get in the bar fight at all. She's just in the corner, sort of hugged up against the wall and enjoying a drink as she just watches everyone and laughs, just going, oh, this is a good night. Meanwhile, the pianist over here, I need to roll a quick check as you rolled a thing over here. It's going to be a -4, but he crit.
Oh
So
my
16.
god. It's easy.
He notices that someone disappeared as he's playing the music. He doesn't know where they went, but they feel nearby. And he's sort of like looking around as he's playing the music. You can tell he's played this song so many times for different tavern brawls that he knows it by heart. He doesn't even need to look at the keys. He's just like looking around at this point, seeing
For
the
all
chaos
the
unfold.
tavern brawls, I'm dead.
Over here, this man has gotten up and is trying to defend the honor of his date that got her beer stolen. And this lady here is also trying to make a quick swing. So I need to roll 2d20 plus 2 for them.
Oh.
Okay. That's
goodness.
a crit for one and a 3 for the other. So I'm
Vastly
going to say
different
that
scores.
the 3 was for him, but the crit was for her.
Oh my god.
So the man got up and sort of like, he tried to like roundhouse punch the other girl. Like he got up out of his chair spinning already from already being drunk. And he swung a fist at her and it missed. She dodged under it, but she got right a little too close to the bar itself. And the lady got her hand and immediately grabbed the head and smashed her head on the bar table. The star's dizzying in front of her as she takes some damage. With the lady going, "You're getting me 3 extra drinks for that." And the pirate over here sort of just coming to grips as she then looks back at Truth, running away with the chair that she wanted. And almost like, to a drunken person at this point, like how gone in the sauce she is, she's like, that chair is my life. I have to get that chair. And she calls
Line and sinker.
and she calls out to the rest of the bar, going, 5 silver for whoever takes that man's chair.
Oh my god. She took my move. I was the next turn.
You should have done it faster, bro. You should have done it faster.
And you see these men over here greedily look over and go, oh, that's another round of drinks. And they start making their way to you. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, that'll mean.
I just hope you all know that Zinni is just hysterically laughing, like cannot, like low-key almost gonna be rolling on the floor laughing.
So you're telling me that the dude played the piano, knows someone went invisible, and now hears chuckling around him. Invisible, you're gonna give him nightmares.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Someone went invisible, and he's like, wow, this tavern brawl. And then he's hearing like, he's like, oh, okay. Meanwhile, the other pirates clamber over the table, reducing their speed somewhat. This one will not. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And this one will climb over the table. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, my screen was cut off. I only saw 2 people over there. They were full.
You have many people
these-
coming after you, bud.
It seems a blockade has formed itself. Oh, wait, no. These ones were in their own brawl fight. We'll get to them in a bit. This first lady, we'll deal with her first since they got to you, is going to make an unarmed strike at you. A 22.
God dang.
I'd say that hits.
I'd say that it's
If I had to guess.
dealing 2 damage to you.
Light work.
And I need... Okay, we're going to do some constitution checks. If you roll below an 18, you fail.
Oh,
Or
damn.
no, above an 18. If you roll above an 18, you fail.
God damn.
Oh,
Because you're like, this is like, you're holding the chair on, you're pretty tight with it, so it's a very small margin of error. 5, you're fine. If this ever gets
Nice.
to 18 or above, you will lose the chair. But with each consecutive roll, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make that DC slightly lower and lower and lower.
I see. Interesting. I like it.
Because they're
It's like
starting to
you're
like
losing
wear
your
you
grip.
down and stuff. But
Yeah.
for now, at least, you're able to get through that one perfectly fine. Then we come over here. These, it seems these 2 ladies were being harassed by a man over here, and they took this as an opportunity in the tavern brawl to finally teach him a lesson about fucking manners. The man, meanwhile, going, "Hey, I thought what? I was just putting down some gold, and I wasn't saying that we were gonna do anything with it, or." And meanwhile, the ladies both just teaming up and pummeling the absolute ever-loving fuck out of him. He is down on the ground, and in a way, he's sort of smiling about it.
Oh, he's into that.
The girl over here, though, meanwhile, has heard the pleas for 5 silver, and will start making her way. And then we come over to this one that is in their own brawl. These 2 men were having a lover's quarrel, and they finally came grips with each other. It seems that one of the men was having a case of infidelity, and it wasn't with this girl over here, but meanwhile, one man's going, "You told me he was just a friend," and the other man going, "He knows how to make love better than you." And the girl over here is trying to like pull the other man apart. She's sort of a friend here, going, "It's not worth it. It's not worth it, Lawrence. Just get out of here."
Lawrence.
Until this man over here throws a punch and naturally crits,
Oh my god.
dealing 2 damage to the man. Okay. And so he deals some damage to the man, just sort of like right in the chest, pushing him back, not exactly like, sort of knocking the wind out of him. And this man, meanwhile, has now clambered on top of the middle of the table, standing on top of it, and looking down at him, going, just shouting a bunch of accusations and things. Then we come over to this one, where there's a whole ass separate brawl here. It seems that, actually, for this one, I need you guys to roll me some perception rolls from what you hear. as you guys are in the middle of your own fights, there's a whole cacophony of other things going on. 23, Zinnia makes sense with her in the corner.
Oh my god.
9, he's busy in his fight.
This is the best thing ever.
Wax, give me a perception.
Oh, sorry.
You're all good.
I did not pay attention.
Honestly, imagine.
11. Okay, so Zinnia and Truth, you guys would have both heard this. The men over here seem to be quarreling over who will have the rights to manufacture this new system that they found of smoke, and who will be who will be the ones to control this new hopefully what they want to be an export going out to the rest of the world.
Wait, which men? Sorry.
The one in the
These men
corner,
over
bottom
here.
right.
Point. Okay.
Yeah, bottom
Yeah.
right.
And they're in their own fight right now about who will go over that, and they start slugging at each other. It seems that there's 2 different factions here. There's the 3 at the bottom, and then the 2 at the top right. And this one's gonna come over here. This one's gonna come over there. That one's gonna come over here, and this one, and this one will come over there. And they start just swinging at each other. They're going at it. In fact, one of them has pulled a knife.
Oh, that's
For them,
dirty.
this ain't just a tavern brawl. This is some business.
Damn.
And then these men over here and these people over here are both gonna make some rolls to see if they just want to leave. They're sort of like, I don't know about this, but hey, we might get 5 silver if we stop this guy. But really, do we really want that? Do we really think she's gonna pay for it? I don't know. So I'm gonna roll a d20 or 2d20 because it's 2 different groups, just straight. 2 and a 9. The 9 will pass. The 2 will fail. So the ones on the left will all start making their way to the door. They're sort of like, we're done. We're just gonna leave. Meanwhile, these ones here have also answered the call for silver.
Oh,
and
boy.
will start barring
right
the way.
by the door, too. Oof.
And with that, that is the update on the tavern brawl of the bar, and it comes back to Dare.
I have a quick question. What's the crow doing during all this?
Oh, the crow has slinked underneath the table.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, just I'd like to make 2 unarmed strikes against the man.
Go for it.
My first one.
Fucking Jackson. 8 and a 10. And those will both miss.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to do? Would you like to rage?
Not I'm chilling right now.
Okay.
Just having fun.
Nah, I'm good.
He's like, Dare's in his happy.
Tavern brawl, so calming.
Beneath the mask, he just has a calm smile on, like he's just like in a meditative stance, just going like, I can finally think.
If anything, that's more psychotic than Zinnia just laughing on the ground. Hello?
That's just like.
This is where Dare has his shower thoughts.
As Dare just finishes like missing both of his like unarmed strikes, he's just like, tavern brawl.
They're just like, yay! This is so much fun!
And that's it.
Okay. Meanwhile, this Lawrence or what was it? Jackson over here is now making his way for the battle, and he's gonna make an unarmed strike against you. Not hitting, but then he's going to wrap the chain around his knuckles. Seems he's starting to get a little bit dirty here, and he's gonna make what is technically an unarmed strike, but it's gonna get a bit of a modifier because of the chains.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then it'll deal a little bit more damage than last time because of that. So instead, this time it'll deal just a 1d6 instead of a 4.
6d10 damage.
60. These chains are of ethereal pain. Dealing 7 damage to you, Dare.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at him and just say like, dirty fucking bastard. How dare you?
All right, back at ya. It seems the both of you are in in a place you knew you were meant to be, and you're just purely testing your mettle against each other.
Oh my god. Are they gonna have a bonding moment? Oh my god. Wait, that's so cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's adorable.
That's what I was thinking. Like, that's gonna happen. At the end of this, Darren and Jackson
Yeah, it's like,
can be BFFs.
yeah, that was fun. We gotta test each other again. I can see
Darren and
that for
Jackson will
you.
be pen pals now.
Pen pals forever. Bessies.
Bessies. Zinnia, what would you like to do as you're laughing on the floor here?
Can I? What do I want to do? I'm so tempted to go up to the lady on the top left and just chill with her. But I'm also so tempted to
are.
just go to the pianist and just like uninvisibilize and just be like, and just hang with him.
If you want.
Just scare him.
I'll move. I'm gonna move slightly further, like over here. So I'm like slightly further out of the way.
Okay.
And then I'll take off my invisibility. And just wave to him.
Oh yeah.
And be like, hi! So, how often does this happen? You seem pretty used to this.
Okay. How does your invisibility fade from you? Do you like just come out of like a blanket of existence? Is it like a shimmer that rolls down you?
It's like a
or-
shimmer.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you shimmer back into existence, almost like your body sparkles back into this reality of at least visible existence. You sort of pop out with a smile, going like excitedly, almost like a child seeing
I
a
was
ride
still
at an
like
amusement
half
park.
laughing too, mind you.
Yeah. He's gonna like, how often does this happen? And he's gonna look at you, not even a beat skipped, and just going, oh, every other Saturday or so. Sometimes if we're lucky, we get 2 or 3 in a week.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun. Do you get to play this music too every time?
This is just the first of the rotation, after a while, when the bar fight continues on, we gotta skip to the other parts of the playlist.
Oh, okay. That sounds fun. Is it cool if I just hang out here with you? This is so much fun to watch, but I don't really want to punch anybody or get punched,
He
really.
continues hitting the keys on the piano and just like driving to the beat, and he goes, do whatever you want, just don't hit the piano.
Okay, fair enough. And I'll just like hang around like by that corner and just laugh.
And behind you, you see a couple of other instruments propped up against the piano if you would like to play with them. There's a lute, there's a harp, and there's a flute.
Can I
Do it.
pick up the flute?
Yeah.
Would I know how to play a flute? I don't know.
Ooh.
Roll performance.
So you do not have it already marked down in your performance capabilities, but if you do a performance roll, you can see if you can pick it up and might learn a new skill.
Sure. Can I try it? Can I like test blow on it and see how it works?
You give it a little bit of a test blow.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll performance. An 11.
Oh.
A sour D sharp
Oh.
whittles from the end of the flute, going.
And
Oh.
there's other instruments around you though, so.
Yeah. Can I put that down and be like, that didn't work. Can I try like the harp? Maybe?
Yeah. Pull out the harp.
Okay, let me try the harp.
You take a little strum of the fingers across the harp. Roll performance. An 8.
No
It seems that your
music
fingers,
for me.
your clawed hands just aren't able to grasp the harp strings in the best of manner, and you accidentally pluck them out of order or out of sequence. No longer doing a scale, but an offbeat or an off-scale rhythm.
Okay.
The pianist starts looking at you like, if you're going to play good.
Yeah,
Can
one
I
more
be like,
chance at
well,
this.
can I try to pick up the lute and be like, well, can you give me like some pointers?
And he looks over at you and says, the flute over there, if you just hold your thumb at the bottom, there's a hole there. You were forgetting about that.
Oh, okay. Can I try the flute again then?
Try the flute again at advantage.
Oh, let's go.
Good thing you just had advantage. You pick up
23!
you pick up the flute, and you start blowing before your thumb gets there, and it's a sour note. But as soon as your thumb covers that bottom hole, it turns from that sour D sharp into a nice C flat, and you're able to go for it. And you start playing with a little bit of the fingers, and you get a bit of a tune going. You're not entirely there yet, but you can now start playing the flute if you'd like to add to the music.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I want to add to the chaos. Yes. Hell yeah.
And
Yeah.
is that Zinnia's turn?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's just picking up. For instruments.
With stars in her eyes, the pirate over at the bar is going to whip up from the bar table itself a fist trying to connect with the pirate before her. Not hitting, and the other pirate getting out of the way, but she's going to take that opportunity to try and flee, giving them an opportunity of attack. That will not hit. And she gets away from them. Actually, it's going to be 2.
Yeah.
And 1 will hit. Okay. And that'll deal some more damage to her. Hers is being kept secret for another reason. But a punch lands onto her. Or actually, she misses the punch. The other pirate tries to punch her, and she's able to sort of like weave out of it, but doesn't look down at the ground. The pirate that's over here stuck out his leg and trips her as she falls flat. Picks herself up, and with a reduced movement speed, just going, I'm taking that chair! And she's going to run over here and grab 2 more beer bottles and fling 1 at you, Truth. What was the modifier that she had for it? It was a +5. Okay. 7. The first one will miss.
Talk about being bad.
And she talk about being bad. And since she threw a punch at the other lady, she holds the other beer bottle in her hand, ready for the next turn. And it will come to you, Truth.
Like,
Or actually, wait, really quickly. I need to roll a thing because she missed that with a under 10. There's a funny thing that can happen. Okay.
17.
That beer bottle misses you, Truth, and it hits this pirate.
Nice.
It smacks her right in the face, glass shattering and falling, careening to the ground. And she goes, "Ah, do you want your 5 silver or not?"
Wait.
Or do you want your chair or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want your chair or not? Sorry. Truth, your turn though.
I'm gonna hold the chair up against, or like above my head, and I see all the people starting to form a wall, and I'm gonna try and get all their attention and be like, "Quick, he's escaping!" And I'm gonna try and get them to look at the window.
Oh my
Head's turn,
god.
I'm gonna cast Dimension Door and put myself at the
No,
window.
don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. You have to
Okay,
do a
okay.
deception check first.
Oh yeah, deception. 15.
He's fully just ready to
15.
leave.
Okay. So you're gonna get a majority of the people to look. You're gonna get these people to look, but these people are sticking at the door because they were wondering if they were gonna go to the door in the first place.
Okay. As their heads turn,
yeah.
I'm gonna cast Dimension Door and put myself on the other side of the window, and then start booking it this way.
Oh my
Does-
god.
Does Dimension Door open yourself to opportunity of attack?
I don't think so, because it's teleportation. There's the description for it.
Yeah, let's read the description real quick.
Yeah.
You teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range. You arrive at exactly the spot desired. It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction, such as 200 feet, blah, 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 blah. You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. We don't have encumberment. You can also bring along one willing creature. We're not doing that. The creature must be, if you would arrive in a place already occupied by, no. It doesn't say anything, and it is teleportation, so I will rule that they don't get an opportunity attack on you.
Very nice.
So you still have movement speed then, yes?
Yeah,
And you
and
want to
then-
go to the right?
Yeah, with the -10, that's 20. So then I'm gonna So yeah, so then I just make it right here. I'm trying to purposely make it see that I run this way through the window from what they can see.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I just
So-
make it right here.
You, as you say, look, he's getting away, and they look over. They go from seeing you at one moment to seeing you behind the window, smiling in a shit-eater's grin, just going, woohoo! And you hold the chair up, almost like victoriously, pumping it in the air
Oh my
before you
God.
run off to the right.
Perfect. Executed with perfection.
With perfection. And they sort of look at each other, going, I'm not chasing that.
Oh my god.
I love this dude.
This is the dumbest bar fight ever. I love it.
You just stole a chair and teleported for it. It's great. Literally 5 minutes ago, you were like taking a walk with someone, being like, "Yeah, it's been hard being like a thief and the false hydra are facing. It's a really hard threat." To, "I've got the chair."
I've got a job to.
Now who's the third grader? Oh my god.
Okay.
God damn.
So take it that's the end of your turn, Truth.
See.
Okay, back to the bar brawl update. Your lady over here is still drinking her drink, sort of shocked now at this stunning turn of events, going, "Ooh, didn't expect that one."
Wow, that's a new one.
That's a new one. The pianist over here is sort of like giving Zinnia some tips on how to play the flute. You can tell that he's now playing the song with like one hand, and he's like waving his other at her of like, "Okay, more wind, more wind. Oh, less, like come over here," like trying to almost conduct her in a way as he's giving her impromptu lessons. Over here,
This is
these
amazing.
pirates are starting to make their way over to still fight this pirate. And they're gonna make their way about there. No, over here. So they won't make it all the way. And then we come over here. These ones have lost out on their 5 silver bounty and are sort of just like taking a moment there just to sort of reel it in, as a man just teleported in front of them and they saw him in 2 places at once, and they've never Sure, maybe it's the drink, but I swore he was in here just a second ago. So they're gonna take a turn just stunned from that. Congratulations, you've stunned these people. The lover's quarrel over here, the man is now standing on top of the table and will attempt to like kick some of the food at his former lover. The plates go careening and flying, food splattering all over them, and let's see if the plate hits. A 10 will hit in this case, and so the plate hits him smack dab in the middle of the face. The woman trying to pull him out of the way and unfortunately pulled him right into it, and will deal some damage. And meanwhile, they're just still yelling at each other. A lot of really things that you don't want to hear about, like how they've been loving each other, how he's felt betrayed and stuff. A lot of sad boy stuff. One of them's down
Jesus.
bad. And meanwhile, the girl in the corner is just like, "Just get out of here. We can do this outside." We come over here to these girls just still pummeling on this man. He's face down on the ground right now, just a grin as he gets one of his teeth knocked out.
Jesus Christ.
And meanwhile, one of the other girls flips him over and just straight up curb stomps his dick.
What
Oh.
the fuck?
And he just goes from a grin to howling in pain, going, "Ah!" She was wearing a stiletto.
Nice.
Ooh.
Fuck him up.
I mean, it is Christmas. It's the Nutcracker season.
It's the Nutcracker season, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, bud.
Really cracking some nuts.
They're still beating him up as they sort of look around, and they I forget, your dimension door, does it make any sounds, Truth?
No.
Or like
that's-
visual flares?
No. I think it's just like a 500-foot teleportation spell.
But what does the
Moves on.
teleport look like? Do you just blink in and out of existence, or is there like a
I believe so. It doesn't have
No,
think that
was in
just-
your mind.
Yeah.
Oh, in us, it was just almost a blink because I didn't want
Okay.
any sound. I wanted it to be like a total mind fuck, like
Okay.
no visual. Like they just turn around and I'm there.
Got you. Okay, so then they had no chance of noticing anything that just happened with the dimension door. They're just going to continue curb stomping this man. These people over here that were not tricked saw you teleport, but they didn't see where you ended up. So now they're looking around everywhere, being like, "Where the fuck did he go?" And this lady's gonna come over here and see them curb stomping the man and go, "Carry on, ladies."
Fair.
Can I join?
And these people have now all exited the tavern, and they were going to disappear if there wasn't someone that just teleported right outside the tavern, and they're gonna see him and go, "What? Where'd you come from?" And they're sort of like trying to hit you up now, like not to fight you or anything, but to like pull up conversation, going, "How did you get here?" And the men over here are still brawling themselves, and one of them has been stabbed.
Nice.
The man in the center falls dead.
Jesus Christ.
Hope
That's
he's
a lot.
And the other two at the bottom are going, here, help me out for a quick thing. What are these two pirates' names? The one on the left and the one on the right?
Steve and Jerry.
Steve and Jerry. Steve and Jerry, and one other person. Give me the name of the man who just died.
Phil.
Phil. The Steve and Jerry are both looking at Phil falling over, blood running down his now corpse as the light flickers from his eyes, and they look at him going, "Phil, you fucking bastards!" And one of them pulls out a gun and shoots the other man square in the head.
Shit.
A gunshot has now rung out in the middle of the field, almost pulling a quiet standstill to everything else. The pianist has stopped playing. Everyone else stands stock still for when a pistol fires out of tavern brawl. The tavern brawl's over. It's now an actual battle, and everyone else pulls out their guns instantly, pointing at each other. Anyone that was not in their immediate group, anyone that might be there near their immediate vicinity. Zinnia, even the pianist, has pulled out his pistol.
Oh.
And he's pointing it just at everyone around him. Dare, the pirate Jackson that he's facing, Zinnia as well, even though you were playing along with it. And the bartender from the back corner, who was the lady here drinking, gets up on top of the table and goes, "Nobody fucking move. We're going to be figuring out what's going on here. And ain't no one going to leave this place without my say-so. Else, the Pirate Queen's getting involved."
Ooh.
And everyone else sort of just stands stock still looking at each other, whereas these men, the smoke still rising from their barrels, quickly hide one of their pistols and attempt to slink off. The man over here, still from the other side, his pistol's pointed at them, and he's like sweating about if he sells them out or not. Because if he sells them out, he might just get shot, but they might also take care of his problem for him. It comes to Dare's turn. Your meditative stance of the brawl has been interrupted.
I just sort of like will look around because like Dare obviously enjoys brawls, like tavern brawls. No one's really like in immediate danger. Like there's not going to be like a death. It's just like
No one's dying.
just-
They might get hurt, but
yeah,
Yeah.
they're going to get hurt, but they're not like dead. So I feel like Dare's sort of like just scanning the area, trying to like see around him, like to see like what's going on, sort of.
give me a perception check.
Yes, sir.
You see two dead corpses on the raised bar over to the southeast. One of them has been sort of slunk now on the corner of the banisters, while the other one is face down on the edge of a table. Blood starts pooling across the wood grains.
I'm just like he doesn't want to like knowing that the pirate queen might be involved, knowing that this girl like is taking charge. He doesn't really do much since like she obviously knows like the like more of the people in the immediate like authority. So Dagger just doesn't really do anything at this point. He just sees the two bodies and just like shit.
Is that the end of your turn?
And my turn.
It comes to Jackson. Jackson starts like sort of embarrassingly looking around himself. The light's sort of like coming back on, or the fire's being stoked again, almost magically. And he realizes the situation he's in, what's happened, and he embarrassingly pats out the fire on his beard, the battle being over. And he looks around and he gives like Dare like one last little like shove almost. Just like a
it's like
final
round
push.
4 after they like take down the thing. You just wham, just hit.
Oh yeah.
It's sort of just like a little like just like fuck you.
Yeah.
But like understanding it's sort of almost like a third grader at the end of a playground brawl.
I got the last
And
name.
and he looks over and sees his friend, beer bottle still in her hand, and he sort of like shakes his head, like trying not to draw attention to himself, but that if she saw him would be like, no, don't do it, don't do it. The pirate with her beer bottle in the hand, though, still seems filled with rage, especially at her chair and her prize being taken. Zinnia, you are playing the... yeah?
Do I know? Because I heard what they were talking about, right?
You heard.
Okay. Would I have been able to hear where the gunshot came from?
Yes.
Do I see the dead bodies?
Yes. With the perception you had before, because you crit, you don't have to roll again. You see them.
Okay. Ooh,
How much you rolled in that 20 for that
I did.
perception?
Yeah.
On her previous perception roll to see it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, do I rat them out? Because they were fighting over the smoke thing anyways. What would, like, what would happen?
What were the two factions again? Like,
Yeah.
You don't know their names. You just know that they were definitely
no.
two sides fighting.
what were the two sides fighting for though? Like
They were
one was-
fighting for who would control the smoke production and who would export it.
Sorry.
Do we want the pirate queen involved in that? Because theoretically, depending on what they do, right, it could be beneficial to just be like, hey, it was them.
Mm-hmm.
But what would she do when she finds out who, like, what happened? Because there are dead people.
There are dead people.
Pain and suffering. Fucking hell. Okay. Ooh, what do I do? See. Choices. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm. I just like, excuse me, like to the bartender lady. Yeah.
What?
She looks over at you.
What would happen theoretically if like what you know it was a gunshot? So like what would happen to the people who shot?
They go to fucking prison, of course.
Oh.
I'm not having any deaths in my establishment. A brawl every now and again's fine.
Oh,
No one
okay.
dies here. No one dies in Rock the Boat.
That's fair. That's fair. So like what would happen
So did
to
you
the
fire
people-
it?
No. I was over here playing the flute. I was trying to learn how to play this thing. Like it's hard. It's a lot of holes. I'm still learning.
Lot of
Okay,
holes.
it's hard.
Multiple
Okay,
people.
I gotta use both my. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
But like, I might have heard. I'm not entirely sure, right? Of course. But like, what would happen to these people in jail? I'm not from here, so I'm just kind of curious, you know.
So what are you trying to understand here?
I
Like what'll
wanna-
happen to him?
Yeah.
Persuasion roll.
Okay. Okay. I did it.
14.
She looks at you and says, "That's not for you to know. If you're an outsider here, stay on the corner where you are. We have other business to be dealing with right now. Stay out of our way."
Oh, all right. Then never mind. Fair enough. I'm not gonna do shit. Fuck this lady.
Fuck this lady.
Fuck her.
And it comes to at the end of your turn, I imagine. You're not gonna do anything else?
Yep.
Okay.
Done.
It comes to this other pirate lady who has her beer bottle and seemingly hasn't heard any of the other things happening, has only seen pistols being drawn, and with her beer still in a drunken state, too far gone, unfortunately not able to see her friend telling her don't do it. She throws a beer bottle at this lady that let her prey go. The glass shatters, and you hear it's almost that awkward silence where like she's cackling after going, "Yo, you fucking let him get away. That's what you fucking get, you little shy." But everything else is deathly quiet. The other lady almost didn't even try and avoid it and just let it like hit her, and it's just seeping down her breast. Everyone else is now looking at her, and the bartender walks down the bar, stepping over various tossed mugs and other things before hopping down and making her way to her. And as she's busy laughing and guffawing, she grips her arm right behind her and pulls her into like a half Nelson. Throws her head to the table itself and says, "Did I not fucking say stop?" And the lady going, "What? I'm just having my bit of fun. It's fine." And then before like just getting smushed more into the table, and you can see an anger, a fury in this bartender's eyes as the one cardinal rule of the bar has been breached. And she says, "They're already on their way. You're coming with me." And the two of them, with her being sort of grappled, come to behind the bar. Truth, you're on the outside of the bar. All that rackinous cacophony has subsided almost in an instant. There's a bunch of quiet talking about, and the other group has, from what they were originally being like, "Hey, how'd you get down here?" to like, "Whoa, what was that?" with the crack of a gunshot that fired, and they start peering through the window themselves. What do you do?
I'm going to, well, for starters, I'm going to just kind of like sit there and be like, "Oh shit," making sure that like no one in my group is hurt. But I'm gonna like kind of swing my arm around and place the chair on this side of the wall, just to kind of hide it really quick.
The priorities.
Yeah, and then I'm going to kind of using my action, just trying to get like just kind of at the base of the door.
Cool. You can't go through people though, remember.
Oh, true. Then could I like be like, could I try and like kind of just break through them, like almost
Yeah,
like
you can-
separating them, be like, "Oh, excuse me," and then try-
Just roll me a persuasion. DC will be 11 for this.
I hope they're not assholes. No, my +8 does nothing.
It's not so
Imagine.
much that they're like against you being assholes. It's that they're intrigued by the gunshot, so they're like not moving for you to come through because they want to see what's happening over there
Okay.
while staying safe themselves. But you can still go around them, or you can go up to them.
Can we move like diagonal like this?
Yes.
Or does it have to be okay? Bah. Okay. I'll try and like go around them and then get there with my 60 feet.
Yep, that's 60 feet.
Poggers. There you go.
I'll heal him.
And then,
You
so
walk-
when I get
Yep.
here, oh yeah, no, you go.
I was just gonna say, when you walk to like the entrance way of the door, you see like that grim scene before you. Off to your right, you don't need a perception roll for this because it's close enough. You see a bloodied body strung up against the banister, and another body, its head pooling blood on the table right next to it. Everyone else locked in place, guns pointed at everyone else around there. You've walked into the entrance of just a giant standoff.
Okay, the group of 2 and 3 that was off to the right over here. Is it like
Yes.
one person from the one group and 2 people from the so like one person died on
Yes.
each side? Okay.
Yes.
Do I notice, like, I could probably like see the stab wound and realize that doesn't go really far, but the gunshot, do I notice like is the gun still smoking or is it like kind of subsided?
You would notice this because you're behind them now. The gun is still smoking, but it's quickly been hidden behind the pirate's back. He doesn't want people to know.
Okay. I see. Would I, okay, when I don't know how much my character would know, knowing like kind of how they do business down here, and maybe whatever I have like, or however like we would conduct business with the Pirate Queen if we ever have. When people get arrested, does she do a lot of digging into why they get arrested? Or is it kind of like, just, you got arrested, just rot in prison until like, whenever? Or would I not know that?
There's a good chance you would know that. Roll me a history check. It's going to be a low DC. 10 is definitely enough for it. The way, it's funny enough, one of the ways that the Nightwings sort of met the Pirate Queen was when you tried expanding the Nightwings further into the Grand Duchy of Kunakleith, and you ran into her, where originally you were like, oh, fellow outlaws. You realize that, no, there was an order being established. There is a sense of society here, and there are punishments for it. And one of your own agents was thrown into what you thought at first would just be a drunk tank, but turned out to be just a rotting prison where people are just thrown away and then sort of forgotten about until maybe the guard remembers that they've served their sentence.
Okay, so when they get caught, it's kind of like they don't really care why. They just know. They're like, what I'm trying to get at is like, if I call them out right now, would I know that they would be questioned about like maybe why they were there? Or is it just like, you killed someone, now rot? Because I don't want other people knowing about the smoke.
Depending on who gets involved, there might be questioning. If the Pirate Queen had known that what the fight was about, she would start questioning. If they were just thrown in the tank, though, then no one would question it. They would just be murderers.
One quick thing. I don't want to take too long because I technically only have 6 seconds to make a decision. But
Fine.
how like does the court of like public opinion, like if I got everybody to start shouting like throw them in the tank, would they just be thrown in the tank if like everybody kind of wanted that, like this, like a bunch of people?
I think the current read of the room right now is not really one for mob mentality, because everyone's sort of like in shock and there's like someone is quickly trying to take charge. So everyone's sort of like stock still and waiting for someone to make a move. That move had been made and has been punished for it, but no one's really gonna, it would take some high performance or charisma to really get people to rise out of this like awkward silence into a mob mentality.
Okay.
But it's definitely happened before, and definitely in a town like this, people are prone to mob mentalities.
Okay. Can I see Dare?
Yes, you can see Dare.
I'm gonna quickly just be like, I see him. Do we call him out? Try and get him thrown in the tank? Make everybody forget about the smoke, or at least them?
Dare won't say yes just because, like it's sort of like deserved since Like they broke like one of the number one rules of the tavern brawl. So like they want to say yes, but like he's also conflicted because like they, or he doesn't like he just says yes because he doesn't know about them knowing about the smoke. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't know about the smoke. Yeah, he didn't catch that. Only you and Zinnia did.
So Bitter just says yes. Like they broke the number one rule of the tavern brawl. Like
Call him out.
call him out.
Then I'm going to raise my hand and be like, I noticed the chick like trying to like get everybody's attention or like take control of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll say that she's, yeah, and she's still behind the bar, sort of like forcing the other lady, like holding her steady.
I'm gonna go, madam. It seems like your culprits are those three off to the side. I'm gonna point at them.
And she looks at you and says, "Really now? What'd you see him do? You saw them fire?"
I didn't see the fire, but I sure as hell still see the smoke out of that guy's gun.
And the smoke rising up from here, just gently dissipating, just enough that people couldn't see it unless they were looking for it in the dim lighting, starts showing itself as everyone starts paying attention. The man here sweating bullets as he pulls the gun over at this man, and the other man over here walks to the banister holding his gun out, going, "We didn't mean anything by it. They killed one of ours, so we fired in retribution." And the bartender over here will be saying, "I don't fucking care if it's retribution or if they fucked your grandmother silly and you were trying to get some kind of vengeance for it. Not here." And she throws this pirate down to the ground, who sort of just like knocks out as her head hits the table and goes unconscious. And she starts walking over here into the three of them. And they're all holding their guns now at each other still, worried that no matter what she does, one of them might just pull the trigger. The man over here saying, I'm not the one who stabbed the fucker. I didn't kill anyone." And she goes and pulls him off to the side and goes, without the stabber here, well, someone's got to pay for it, and seems you're his friend. And then she's gonna walk up to these two and go, actually, I need to pull up a quick thing here. Would you like to have a little meeting with the Pirate Queen? Tell her about maybe what you did here in her city?" And they both look at her going, no, ma'am. I look, we're just trying to continue the business and everything. This was done in retribution. And she goes, "Well, what did I say about the retribution there?" And she grabs one of their heads and smacks it back onto the table with like a flick of a wrist. As they painfully get back up, none of them seem to be able to bite on the bark that is their raised pistols at this point. And she looks back at all three of them and goes, "All three of you, come with me." And they all gather up sort of meekishly towards them as they go into the center here. And as they get to the center of the table, I want all three of you to roll me dexterity checks.
Dexterity check?
Mm-hmm.
Just
Just dexterity.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be a save.
I had to save.
No worries.
My save and my modifier are both +1.
Then we'll keep yours. So, Truth, you'll be the only one who could be possibly able to react to this. Because as they walk into the center of here, she pulls out her pistol and fires at all three of them, straight in the head. You're the only one who's able to react before this act is finished.
So it looks like that she's about to just kill all three of them?
She walks them into the center and without a second thought pulls out her pistol and is like whipping it around at all three of them right now.
Can I try and cast Hold Person on her?
If you want to cast Hold Person on her.
then I would like to cast Hold Person on her. That's a Wisdom 16 save.
Wisdom 16 save. Okay. Let me pull up her stat sheet really quick. That is only a +1 for wisdom. Cool. And that's a crit
Ooh,
fail.
net fail.
So how does this hold person work? Like, what does it look like?
Basically, as she pulls out the pistol and just kind of gets ready to fire, she's just going to freeze. And then I would like to walk over and just kind of like put her hand on her wrist, kind of drop it, and then hold the gun down and be like, okay, we get it. This, I don't think it's good if there's any more bloodshed. I think that we throw these men in the tank, because that's definitely worse than death. I feel like death is letting them off a little too easy.
Roll me a persuasion with advantage.
27? God.
27.
Ooh, that +8 is putting in work.
Yeah.
Is
You
that
can see
related?
her brows furrowed through all of this before you start like mentioning more of your plan, and that throw him into a place that's worse than death. Don't let him off easy. And she goes, fine. And her eyes dart as she's still being held. She can't move, but her eyes still at least freely dart between the three of them and go, the three of you know that your lives may be spared, but that you'll suffer, that your fates have been forfeit.
I'm gonna go. Thank you. We'll take care of this. I'm gonna go, there's Zinnia! Grab each one of these fuckers. We're taking them to the tank. That's what it's called, right? The tank?
No, the tank was just like a slang for it. There's a prison over here. You would have enough history that you could know about it. Just a second, actually, because what was the name of that prison? I need to pull it up in my notes because I didn't think you guys would be going to the prison. We love how things can just go into different ways here. That is. Sorry, I'm just pulling it up really quick.
You're good. Take your time.
Into Stillwater.
Stillwater
nice.
prison.
Stillwater Prison, which was ironically named before I saw the show, Rage. I'm sorry.
It's okay, bud. You're good.
But
It's all good.
it is a prison that's actually built into the ocean itself. And this is sort of like the history check for you guys knowing about this place. It is a prison built into the ocean itself that has but like imagine like one lone wharf or a pier stretching out into the middle of the ocean, and there's a little hatch, and you open that hatch and go down a long tunnel down into the depths of the sea, surrounded by nothing you can see other than darkness itself. And out of that dark abyss, you will never see the light of the sun again, and only hear the crashing of the waves against your own cell. It is a place that people are thrown to be forgotten.
Jesus.
So yeah, I'm just gonna call over to Darren and Zinnia to each grab one, and as they're walking over, I'm gonna look at the three of them and be like, I've got more magic to make you explode 3 times over. Don't try and fucking run.
Give me an intimidation with advantage. They're not gonna say anything to you at all. They're literally just gonna hold their heads down.
Sick, because I'm out of spell slots.
Don't worry, bud. I got plenty.
Yeah, Zinni is ready to go.
Oh, I got
True.
so many. It's kind of crazy. Anyways.
You guys are free to move though, since he called you over. She's gonna be looking at you though, the bartender, still being held magically, and going, "You're taking
yeah.
them to Stillwater, right?
Yes.
You'll need one of the pirates, the pirate lords, to allow you to throw them in there. Take them over to the top of Alarnock. They'll
Will
be
do.
there to meet you after they finish their patrols of the night."
And then I'll drop whatever magic I have on her just to make sure that she can move freely, just to know that I'm not like a dick or anything.
The magic loosens her limbs, and she immediately like whips her pistol in like finishing its motion, almost like a gut instinct, before holding it there stock still, looking at them, completely angry and furrowed, and then pocketing the pistol. She goes back to the edge of the table, holds up her, picks up a bottle of mead, downs it immediately, without looking back, as the two of you like walk past her to go and grab the other two. You hear her
as
just
I-
gently say like, "Don't come back."
Oh. Can I like turn to the pianist and be like, "Oh, well, guess fun's over here. Thanks for letting me play." And I'll try to put the flute down.
Oh, okay, you put the flute down, and the pianist will sort of like sheepishly go like, "Thanks for the concert."
Yeah, it was fun. And then I'll be like,
no.
I'd love to learn to play that well someday. And then I'll just start walking over.
Sure thing. And Dare, what were you saying?
Yeah. As I'm getting ready to like leave, like towards Truth, I just look towards Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
and I say, "You put up a good fight," and quickly shove him back and just start walking.
He
Aww.
looks at you with like a stunned amazement before you see like a cracked smile appear beneath the beard.
Oh, that's so
Singed
cute.
beard.
His singed beard, yeah.
Singed beard. Okay, bye. Bye, Toby.
But her hands like placed on the table, sort of just like recovering from this. She says like, sorry, it wasn't "don't come back," it was "don't let anyone like this ever come back."
Understandable.
And there you go. You guys, I imagine, both like grab a body to take with you. And
As we're walking out, and be like, "God damn it, Crow, get your ass over here. We're leaving."
I forgot about him. Oh
Yeah,
my
too,
god.
yeah.
Shit.
great.
Mid-fight, and I just forgot how long to do one turn.
The one thing I wanted to do was to specifically ask, "Am I part of the group?" and then do a fight where he was not part of the group at all.
Honestly.
But Corbeau Noir sheepishly gets out from under the table and goes like, scurries past her, going, "Sorry, ma'am, sorry." He's fucking, and he gets right up to you, Truth, and saddles up and is like, "Where are we headed, honey?"
I whisper in his ear, and I'm just gonna kind of like wince when he says "honey," but I'm gonna be like, "Out the door to the left, grab the chair."
Oh my god.
And then I'm gonna just walk the person that I'm holding out the door.
And he sort of like looks around and goes like, "What? Hey,
Don't let anyone see you. It's around the corner.
So stupid.
oh, okay, yeah, sure,
Go.
okay, I'm going."
So
He goes out here past these people and goes,
stupid.
"Oh, hey, excuse me." Oh, and he goes, "What? Oh, that's okay, sure." And he picks up a chair and he starts going this way, and he's like, "Nothing to see here, nothing." And you can see like in this place, he actually like puts the chair behind him, and he's like starting to face them, where it's so
can't.
painfully obvious what's there. And he's like, "Nothing to see here, nothing to see here."
I want to try and stop
he,
him before he walks back. Oh, okay.
no, he's just staying here on this part of the door, and he's looking around the corner of this like sign of the barrel, going like, "Huh?
Oh my
Are you
god.
coming?"
He's jiggle peeking the corner.
Oh my god. He's really jiggling. Get that jump peek. Get that pixel peek. Oh my god. Oh
And,
my god.
The rest of you three go out, and as you see him with the chair, he's like, I got the chair for you. Hey, is there something hidden in it?"
Yes.
I'm just gonna ignore him.
truth's
I'm gonna
pride.
keep walking with my dude.
Okay. And you get to outside Rock the Boat, where the rest of the city is still sort of like doing its thing, you know. Even though someone died here tonight, you're in the dark underbelly of Alernock, and other deaths are still pretty common around here, just never in a tavern, through a tavern brawl itself. The rest of the city is lively and going on about its day, and as you disappear into the cacophony of the noise, the Rock the Boat secedes back into the darkness. Meanwhile, the crow pipes up, and I would need to pull up his character again.
Tiny.
Tiny,
Oh, okay.
as he
No, he's wide.
Squished.
as he sees you all and goes, "Oh, where are we going then?"
This way, and then I'll walk towards where I'll like Alernok.
We're going.
So
Yeah,
you're
where's
in the
Alernok?
city of Alernok. You're in the underbelly of Alernok right now.
We
We're
gotta
going
go
to
to meet the
Aldernock
Lord of
Peak,
the.
correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, going to Alernok Peak.
yeah.
Mhm.
And just walk that way, and then when it kind of seems that we're like away from the main crowd or like nobody's kind of watching us, I'll just dip into like an alley with like just so we can start questioning the guys, but like so we
Ooh.
don't get
Okay, you start. You throw yourself into an alley, a dark alley where no one else seems to be. In fact, most people seem to avoid the alleys unless they have some business there, out of a courtesy of respect for other people's business, understanding that it's where most meetings happen.
Oh
Wanna
my
bring us
god.
Torture time.
Oh boy.
maybe.
Last time we tried to torture
Whoa.
somebody, Truth ended up with a partner, so I don't know how this is gonna go. There's 3 of them this time.
I'm a little scared of
gangbang.
torture now.
Scared of torture.
Oh my god.
Here, but you pull those guys up, and I'm just gonna give just the general token for them. I didn't have their art for this, but
Oh my god.
that's what they look like.
Gangsters.
Yeah,
Pirate
Yeah, he's
gangsters.
trained up,
pirate
dude.
gangsters.
Ice.
Damn. Got that
Drippy, dude.
drip, bro. Yeah.
Uh,
Got all
boy.
that ranch.
they
Fuck off. Jesus.
they look at you and they say, or they say nothing. They sort of like accept that they might just be offed right here now.
So yeah, I'm gonna move. So the one group of one, I'm gonna set them off to the side, all this stuff.
Mhm.
Quickly take what rope we have and kind of bind their hands, just so they don't try and do
Okay.
anything stupid.
They have all
the-
been binded.
Yeah, so the
Can
group
I,
of one, I'm gonna move them over. I'm gonna go. We'll get to you. You
Can I
two.
just keep an eye on the group of one, just in case it tries to make a run for it?
Dare keeps a guard over the group of one, as Truth focuses on the group of 2.
Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. I'll be listening though.
All good. Sure thing.
So, you two. What I kind of got as I was running with my chair so valiantly is that you two are in a dispute with this one. And so the sides are kind of uneven right now. And I want to figure out what this was all about. So you two are going to pick who's the most useful, who has the most information. And then the other one is dying.
Oh.
So, quickly, who's more useful? And then I'm going to look at both of them.
Their eyes shift between each other for not even half a second before they understand the assignment. And just as any loyal pirate would be, they're nothing if not unloyal. And they immediately pipe up. The one on the left saying, "I know all the intricacies of the smoke. I can sail a ship for you. I can even pirate a crew." And the one on the right going, "I may not know as much about the smoke, but I have connections around here. If I go missing, people will be asking questions."
See, he's winning because he knows more about the smoke. What do you know about the smoke and all these operations about it? I'm going to point to the one that said that he didn't know much. Yeah.
At this, Corbeau Noir is actually going to pipe up, like, not loudly, but just sort of like whisper to you going, "I didn't tell that man on the right nothing. I've told the man on the left a couple things. He's the one that gave me the tour of the ship." And the man on the right will say, I understand how the smoke works. I get how the production happens. I don't exactly get what it does, but I know how to make it. I learned from my friends. You see, I was in the backside when they were like given the tour and everything. It's been a couple of hours since then, and we've gone over the specifics. I have the manual with me. And he pulls out a piece of paper that seems to have some scribbles on it.
I quickly take it and look at it.
Roll me an Arcana check if you want to read it. 15. would be enough to know that there's some things in here that have to relate to magic. You're not sure if it relates to the smoke's magic, but it relates to magic.
I hand it to the crow. Be like, what does this mean?
This is a spell for scurvy, or curing scurvy.
Oh man, you almost had me. You really did, but you kind of fucked up.
And his sweat is like beating down his forehead right now, going, I look, you said you wanted me to be useful. I can be useful. It's just
lied?
maybe not in that way. Yes. What do you fucking expect from a pirate? Of course I lie. I steal. I figure out my way through things. I'm a worm. I'm a snake. And he gets
Shut up.
down on the
Stop
ground,
talking.
just
Stop.
crying. Okay.
Be like, stop. You stop. I'm gonna go to the other one and be like, what were you planning on doing with the smoke? The group of one.
Producing it, exporting it. Same thing we do with anyone else who brings us a product. We traded it for a tour of the ship, so we were just going to start making it up, start selling it out there for whoever might be a buyer.
I like you. I like businessmen. And where there's businessmen, there's a deal to be made. How many people do you have already working for you?
I've got a crew of 20, sir.
Okay. Can I insight that?
Yeah.
50.
He's straight up telling the truth. This man is at the point that he's seen his friend cry and he knows he has the upper hand, that he doesn't really feel the need to be lying to you right now.
Okay. Okay, so that both was so the dude so in the group of two, the one on the right is crying and the one on the left has the crew of 20.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm gonna go to the third dude and be like, okay, I've heard his case. Now, make me a better offer. How many people do you have working for you?
As you walk past Dare just this is a time and a dance and a routine that you've played before, and Dare knows his part of where to step. And as you walk over to him, he slyly just steps out of the way, almost like a bouncer letting in the head honcho, and just even though you may be shorter, almost making your own presence even more intimidating by the mountains you can move. You start fucking with their heads in here, and you both know exactly where to stand, how to cover the light so that you guys are silhouetted in a way of a dark, shadowy form of a silhouette. And as you say that, some of the light catches off the brim of your hat and shines like a halo across it. This is this one man's chance of being able to stay alive and hopefully maybe have the honor of dying in still water. He looks up at you and he says, I know how to make the smoke myself. The crow taught me. I was the one that he showed. I brought them to these fucks that showed the ship. And in exchange, I had to show them the papers that he gave me, but I'm the one who made it. I'm the one that went with him and learned how to make it. If smoke is what you want, I can make more of it.
Ooh.
Insight? Can I insight that?
Yeah, feel free.
I mean, you guys still ask the crow.
You could just ask the crow, yeah.
That is true.
It is truthful.
Okay, I'll glance at the crow and just
And he
kinda give
nods
him
back at you.
Okay. And so, is this just you? Just your group of one now?
Now it is. Look, I'm not the one who fucking stabbed their crew, okay? Well, sure, we're in a scuffle. We're in a fight over who would get the privilege to really have the monopoly on this new product, but I'm not the one who murdered anyone over it. I just was here to just hopefully carve out a deal for my own crew. My partner's gone now, and that was a man that I needed for some of it. I'll admit I don't exactly have as big of a crew as him in his 20, but we have more intimate knowledge with the arcane and with chemistry sets. We're not exactly... We can sail. We can use skippers to fly on by across places, but we're definitely more alchemically trained than any schmuck like that would be on a floating pile of wood.
Okay. I turn now to the group of two, and I'm just gonna kind of like look at the one that was crying on the right and be like, and then the one on the left and just go, so he's making a pretty good argument. You have more people, but he has more knowledge. Let's say I pick you. I make a business deal. This place that you have those 20 people can make the smoke. How hidden is it? Where is it?
He looks around furtively, going, Look, we may not have. I can still make the smoke. Never you mind. I still have seen the papers, and what is knowledge if not to be disseminated? Am I right? Whatever he knows, give us but a week and we can learn it ourselves. And
do you say that you're the best person in that group of 20 to make the smoke?
No, not me. But I'm the one who knows how to talk to the people and get the best person to be making the smoke. Whatever he can do, I've got people that are under my command and will only listen to me that I can get to make that smoke work. It's
so you
hidden.
have to go out
It's in a
and
safe
get those
place.
people.
No. I have those people in my crew. But they're not going to be listening to anyone who rolls up on them. They'll only be making what I tell them to. So if you want access to those people, you want access to me.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to Dare in his head and just be like, so I feel like we're making this whole business decisions kind of a couple weeks earlier than we wanted, because I know that we wanted to get a pirate that could make it, but I feel like we kill the two on the right, and so that whole operation is now gone, and then we keep the one on the left and we make him stay quiet until we get back, because he seems more skilled, and I don't want this smoke going around to 20 different people and all this stuff. I say we keep it tight knit until we're ready.
The one on the lonesome one, right?
Yeah, the lonesome one, we keep him.
Yeah. Sir, can I do we know which one shot the was the one who fired the gun?
The one who fired the gun was the man on the left in the group of two.
The one that's crying, correct?
No,
No,
the one
the
that
other
is
one.
not crying.
Oh no, okay. So we're
You know he
going
got
to
that
go for-
motherfucking thing on him.
Yeah. So you're proposing that we kill them, correct, Wax?
Exactly. Granted, also, that one in the group of two is a lot louder, because the lonesome one did the stabbing, correct?
No, the lonesome
The-
one didn't do the stabbing.
So the lonesome one didn't do the stabbing. The lonesome one's partner did the stabbing. The one that's now been shot in the head.
Okay, well, the lonesome one and the people that he knows already know how to do business quietly and not make a scene. If we keep these two, one's gonna probably start crying and give up all the information easily, and the one on the left is gonna make a scene like he already did. So I think out of these three, this group has already shown that they're useless.
How wide's the alleyway, there? Just wanna-
This alleyway is a very thin alleyway because there's so many littered around here. I would say that it's maybe 3.5 feet wide. Or no, let's pull it to 4.5. 4.5 feet. That
4.5
gives you a little
feet,
bit
okay.
more room. Yeah.
I just like understanding what like Wax is trying to say, and trying to like put on like a show for the other two,
Mm-hmm.
or for the lonesome. I like, instead of like going back into his mind, and just feel like I couldn't agree less as I pull out my war axe and trying to like decapitate the guy who shot the fire.
Ooh.
Shot.
A moment of silence as the two spoke in each other's minds on what about what their plans would be. To the pirates, all they saw were stars glittering back at them, the fate of what might be their last sight. These stars shine in various constellations and forms as they speak to one another, and they're wondering, what could these mean? Why do they sparkle now, and why do they say nothing to us before, out of nowhere, their thoughts are interrupted with a couldn't agree more. and an axe is drawn. Dare walks over to the man crying, still sobbing, going, "Look, I'll do anything you want. I just, we do what we want to." And you decapitate him.
Wait, were you killing
Perfect.
the one that was crying or the one that shot?
The one that
The one
shot.
that was crying, right?
No,
Oh, the one that shot.
Yeah, the one that
It
shot.
was the other one, not
Okay.
the crying one.
The one is still crying about what he would do, and the man would actually be assuming that like, there's the first one to go before his head topples to the cobblestone below and looks up at the stars in the night sky as the light in his own eyes fade. The man, still crying, sees his partner's death and is going, so this means I can do whatever you want. What do you need? I can do it for you. When meanwhile the lone man on his own group is just staring on, just going, So that's how it is.
I just like a smile, like they really can't tell because of the mask. But, like a smile creeps up underneath my own mask,
Mm-hmm.
and I looked to the other man sobbing, and I was like, "You know what you can do for me? Go to hell." As I swing my axe down again.
Ooh. And as he's still, you cut off his sobbing, like mid-breath, as he's going, like, sort of like in that dry heaving state where he thought he was safe, and he was like coming down from it, like, "Oh God, thank you so much for everything." And his own head goes toppling, landing right next to his former brother in arms. The body kneeling, like still in place, not toppling over at all. The blood starting to pool on the top of it as it rises up and then gently starts spilling over and pouring onto the rest of his body before collecting on the cobblestone below him.
And after all that, I collected 2 bodies, and like mentally like tell Wax, you could handle negotiations from here. So I tried to look for like a spot to like sort of like dispose of them.
You notice a quite convenient part of most of these alleyways is there's a lot of trash bins all around
Yeah.
here. And in fact, you notice that in some of these trash bins are some other bodies from earlier tonight.
I turn to the lonesome one and be like, "Sorry for all this. This is just, business. You understand being a pirate and all."
And he looks back and he goes, "Aye, just business."
Exactly. And well, ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. I just want to, oh, my bad. We are friends now, right? And I go to, like, cut his binds.
And he holds his wrists up to you, making it easier for you. And when they're finally shorn, he flexes his wrist just a little bit, holding them. They were a little chafed after all, and he raises his hand and goes, "Aye, friends. Nay, business partners."
Exactly. And now that we
Every
are
time.
business partners, we will no longer be treating you like I just treated you now. I will talk to you more formally or more informal. We can conduct business. I just want to make sure that, one, this gas secret was not supposed to come out so early. So I just want to say we will be back in about 2 to 3, maybe 4 weeks, and we'll get in contact with you. And we can help you with so much of this supplying, creating the gas, because I trust your ability. You said you can get it done very well. And
Very well.
Granted, you have the formula for a pretty shitty version of the gas. We kind of just put that out. That formula kind of works, kind of doesn't. We have a perfected one that does even more than your mind could ever perceive. But we'll get you that, and we'll get you some supplies that you need, and we'll give you all the trust in the world if you can promise me that you will dissolve any rumors about this gas when you get the chance in your little close circle, maybe hoping that this fizzes over. If this gas is still chattered about when we get back, this deal might have to take some different terms. We might have to relocate you to a more safe space. I don't want this gas to be the word of the town when we get back. And if you can help with that, we'll give you a bonus, a signing bonus when we come back.
Are any of my crew allowed to know?
I want to say no, but business is about trust, and so I will say only the people you can trust with your own life, your mother's life, and if you had any children, their lives too.
Aye. Understood.
As he's saying all that, I just like look towards him, like dead in the eyes, as I clean like my great axe off of like any blood, like sort of as an intimidation, trying to further the fact.
Off to the side, the glint of the steel actually catches his eye, and he just sees you over in the corner. The only part sticking out of the shadows of the alleyway is that axe, with the blood being cleaned off into a nice silvery glint of steel. And your eyes glowing in the darkness, looking right at him. He takes that to note, trying to not show any outward fear, no matter what he might be feeling inside, before he looks back at Truth and says, Aye, understood. Only the people that I'd be trusting with my own life, and anyone that I would rather still see in this mortal plane. I'll keep it secret, keep it hushed. Only people that were in his crew that knew about it, well, they're not here anymore. And the only people that knew about it in my crew were my unfortunate business partner and 2 others. I'll make sure that they have nothing else to do with it, and they won't know anything else. The smoke dies with those 2, and as far as the world can know, has died with me as well.
Oh, perfect. And I give a little chef's kiss. Well said. See, you understand the rules of life and the rules of business and the rules of making deals. That's going to get you far. And I kind of put out my hand for a handshake, and I'd be like, put it here, partner.
There's a moment of hesitation before he looks back and sees Dare still cleaning off his axe. A deal with the devil is about to be struck. And for him, he's already in hell. So he raises out his hand, and he shakes it. To a fruitful business venture.
Very nice. Also, I put my arm around him, kind of buddy, be like, so, when we get back here, how can we find you?
I suppose the best way would be come over to my order of operations. Workshop is what we have. If you come over to the backside of Alarnock, here in the dark Undercity, leave the top side behind. We don't really work around the wharfs or anything, but if you come over to my workshop, and he's gonna pen down the name of the place and like it's sort of like location in a general vicinity from Rock the Boat, and hands it to you.
Perfect.
Come over there and say that you need to, that you're looking for me. You're looking for the leader of Actually, here's a good part here, because a new faction is being born. What would you like their faction to be called? What is the name of their crew?
I'm not good at names. You guys came
Neither
up with
am
Phil
I.
and Steve. You guys are the creative geniuses.
No,
Phil and
no.
Steve.
Oh no. It could be.
I'm thinking like Vex, maybe.
Huh?
Vex.
Vex?
Vex? VEX?
Yeah.
Vex?
Sure.
Leader of the Vex. The Vex crew.
Leader of the Vex.
Sure.
He'll say, like, just say you're looking for the leader of the Vex, and I'll come out and meet you personally. If I'm away on any business, one of my men will accommodate you. He won't know nothing, of course. He'll just know that you're a client of mine, a commissioner is what we call him.
Very,
And
very
he knows
kind.
to keep his mouth shut.
Perfect. So, what we're gonna do, just to make sure that this doesn't cause a scene, because we were supposed to send you to Stillwater. How about this? You take some time, you can look through those bodies that we just killed, take anything you want off of them as a little beginning signing bonus. We're gonna make our way out, and so when you're done with that, that should be a good enough time to leave this alley.
Aye. Well enough.
Perfect.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Mr. I'm afraid I didn't really gather my new associates' names here.
Name's Truth. I'm just gonna
Truth.
open up my shoulders so Dare can speak.
Dare. That's all I say. Just dare.
There. And then he looks over to the young tiefling girl still hooded over in the back corner of the alley.
Oh, I was like hunched with my head in my face in my palms, just like watching. Smile.
I like to
Oh,
imagine that you're sitting on top of like some crates in the alleyway,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you're like up higher, like way up high, your head like sort of peeking away from where the
Yeah.
rooftops would be.
Yeah,
glimpse
and
of their
like
silhouette
and
in
like
the night.
swinging my legs 100%.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, hi, my name is Zinnia. Nice to meet you.
He looks over there with like a little shudder rolls down his spine. He's like, a pleasure. Truth, Dare, Zinnia.
This is such a badass scene, dude.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
This entire thing was just so badass.
Hell yeah. It was so stupid and then so badass.
Yeah.
I run out with a chair. What?
Run out with a chair to have these two murdered.
I still have that chair.
You
Yeah.
do.
And actually, that's the funny part of this. I'd imagine in this one as well, Corbeau Noir has probably put down the chair in the alleyway and he's like sitting on it with like his arms on the back end of it.
I'm just imagining that's gonna be like Truth's gonna take that to Nightwing HQ, and that's just gonna be his chair.
Honestly.
His chair.
Oh, no, I
chair.
have plans for that chair. It's gonna be so great.
I need my iPad now. I need to draw. This image
it's
is
such a
now just
scene.
like ingrained in my head.
Right? It's like so vivid in my mind right now. And I'm like, oh,
Right?
it's so cool.
I need to see. I need another poster. I need another poster, bro.
This is the Nightwings in their prime now.
Yeah.
But he goes over to the dumpsters and you can tell he really doesn't want to get into any of these dead bodies, but he's trying to save face because you told him this is his signing bonus. So he opens it up and he starts sort of like, you know how when you pretend you're looking through something, but you're not really looking through it?
Yeah.
He's sort of like doing that. He's doing like NPC search motion right now.
These bodies, they're dead.
They're dead. Wow. I'm really taking things from them. I really want to pickpocket these dead corpses.
Wow, that's 2 bronze. Let's go.
And I'm just gonna kind of like laugh a little bit. I don't want to like make fun of him, so I don't want him to hear. But I'm just gonna. This is funny, and then just kind of start heading out, making sure that Kobold Noir knows that to grab the chair and bring it with us.
As you sort of like swish around, like a turn on the heel, almost like business is done, time to leave. You turn on your heel and start heading out the alleyway. And Dare slowly like lifts himself up from the ground, putting away his polished cloth and sheathing the axe. A grunt as he puts it back there and with like a heavy step, thumbs right behind you. And Zinnia just quickly, after the two of you walk past her, jumps down with a spry step, almost not even hearing a sound as she lands on the cobblestone itself and skips behind the two of you. And you guys wander off into the darkness of the moonlit night with a new business partner and Corbeau Noir shuffling past him and coming back behind all three of you guys with his chair in hand.
Can I ask the?
That's such a scene. That's such a cool
That
scene.
lineup. Oh my god. Holy
Right?
shit.
So badass.
Hell yeah.
And with that, we're gonna go to a break really quick, and we'll pick up
Okay.
afterwards where you guys go from here. I just need like a quick tenor,
Hell yeah.
just to like get some extra stuff ready. Now that I know where you guys are sort of going with some things.
Okay.
So that being said, it is 7 o'clock right now on the dot. I'll see you guys at 7:10.
Okay.
Very
I'll
nice,
miss you.
very nice.
Sound good.
I'll miss you. Okay.
I'll miss you.
Really.
Oh man.
Oh.
Lone beatbox, baby.
Fucking losers. God, look at everyone late.
Wow.
Imagine being late. It is about
Imagine.
7:10:19. Look at all these losers just filtering in.
Literally, fuck off. I've been here the entire time. I didn't leave, you loser.
Literally.
Yeah, sure, bud.
Loser.
Yeah, sure, bud.
Yeah, I was
Whatever
building
you
my
say.
puzzle. I was putting my
Like you're
puzzle
building your
together.
what?
My puzzle.
Ooh.
Puzzle.
What puzzle
Yeah.
are
What
you
are you
playing?
doing?
It's a Boba Fett puzzle.
Mm,
It's an
Fuck.
1,000-piece Boba Fett puzzle.
you should be doing Sudoku instead. They're pretty fun.
I do like Sudoku. They're fun.
God, look at the last one to show up as always.
I'm literally
Are we
here.
surprised? No.
Yeah, sure, but you are.
Sure, bud. Whatever you
showed up
say,
at,
bud.
7-Eleven, dude.
7-Eleven, bro. That's crazy.
We
It was
agreed
not.
to meet.
No, it was not 7-Eleven. Hey, clip that chat. It was not 7-Eleven.
Damn.
You're right. It is. It was 7:10:55.
No.
That's on time, baby. Let's go.
No.
Oh, damn. He got you there.
Eric said 7:10 on the dot. Literally 7:10:01.
I didn't say on the dot.
You said on the dot, bud.
Did I?
Yeah.
That's crazy if I did, because I swear I just said, I'll see you at 7:10.
On the dot.
Okay.
I will die on this hill, sir.
You die on that hill then, man. I won't fight you on it.
Oh my god. Anyways.
Anyways, that being said,
Anyways, D&D.
D&D, where last we left off, a deal had been struck, an accord had been come to of some of the future business dealings of Alarnock and its undercity with a certain Nightwings in their own intimidating way. As you guys leave the alleyway, leaving this man to look through a bunch of corpses shoved into a dumpster, what do you want to do? What's currently on the agenda of what you need still here in Alarnock?
Before we discuss that, I'd like to look at the Black Crow and just ask him if those are all the people that he has told, like, directly the truth about the smoke.
Yes.
That's everyone?
He looks at you and nods, sort of like sheepishly, like, "Yep, that's all of them."
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to the crow now and be like, "Okay, buddy, secrets are not meant to be shared. We should not have had to deal with that or do that tonight.
No sharing. Understood.
Yes. No sharing unless you consult the group first."
Yes. Okay.
Yep. Say it out loud.
No sharing secrets unless I consult the group.
One more time.
No sharing secrets unless I consult the group,
Okay.
which I'm a part of.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to keep I don't mean to be patronizing. I don't mean to be disrespectful. It's just these actions cannot keep happening.
Understood.
Perfect.
Totally fine. I appreciate the communication. I'm not used to it from a past relationship, you know.
Oh
so.
my
He came
god.
through a toxic relationship. This is the first good relationship he's been in.
Which is still secretly toxic too. Oh no.
What? No, this isn't toxic at all. I'm part of the group, guys, right?
Yeah,
I didn't say
yeah.
that. That was not.
Every time he asks if he's still part of the group, he needs to roll deception.
Oh no.
That'd be so
No,
That would be
that's
so
so
mean, so
bad.
cool.
That's so bad. Don't do that to him, man. God.
Meanwhile, he's literally, Truth is still literally like, when do I get to kill this man?
Honestly.
Yep.
When do I get
Shit.
to throw him out?
I'm gonna
No, I
finally
would
kill this
never.
boy.
No.
He was
Roll
the
deception.
professional, wanted to keep him. What do you mean?
Roll deception.
Now, so since we dealt with this mess, which honestly could have hurted,
Hurted?
could have hurt you as much as it could have hurt anybody else. Because let's say they think that they got all the secrets from you, then they would just off you so you wouldn't tell anybody else. So we are trying to look out for you as much as we try to look out for anyone that's part of the group. So, with
That's so
that being
kind of you.
yes, with that being said, I'm going to need a favor from you, from the whole group. Or no, not from the whole group. I'm going to need a favor from you later on. So I'm
What
gonna
kind of favor?
Wait.
Wink.
pull out
Wink, wink. Nudge,
Oh,
nudge.
you pulled it out, huh?
that.
Ooh,
No, no,
we
no.
still
I know
haven't-
we haven't really
Whoa.
consummated yet, but I mean we can if we want.
No.
Ooh.
This is sort of like a dirty place for it,
No,
but like
listen.
expecting somewhere a little higher up in
Listen.
class.
Listen, all of you, listen. There will not be any consummating until Parsival the Shroud is gone. And
True,
you
a
and
true
I,
divorce.
a true divorce. Yes, I am not someone to cheat or be cheateth with.
Cheated. Cheated.
So, when, and again, we are partners as much as we are business partners. So we will consummate when a true divorce has happened, Parsival the Shroud is taken care of, and we have successfully created a business together to show that we are all getting everything, that we are both getting as much out of this relationship, because I will not be taking place in a pleasureful relationship if that's all it's going to be. So I want to make sure that both of us.
Agreeable.
Yes. Perfect.
That's exactly how it is over in Zarunta as well. The pleasure is a secondary benefit of things.
Perfect.
What matters more is what we provide for each other.
So, with that providing, I provided for you security of your secrets. I will just need you to provide your mask for one night. I would just like to study it. As far as this business goes, I would like to study your mask just for a night.
My mask.
Yes.
He's going to like run his hand over his masked face, sort of like running it along the beak as sort of like a telltale sign of the attachment he has to it.
Yes,
Before he goes,
But tonight, or do you want it another night?
I would like it tonight. I would not be so boundary breaking if in just any circumstance. I'm just trying to have a one for one what's the word? One for one trade of trust.
A
Because
compensation.
I help exactly a compensation, as we are equals in this relationship. I helped you greatly by saving your life and keeping your secret safe. I would just like a little bit of compensation, just to look at your mask for a night.
Is there something you mean to glean from my mask?
Not particularly. I just want to make sure that you trust me enough with something that you hold so dearly.
As a sign of our partnership, as a way to put to bed any of the past misgivings of my past partnership and work towards a more understanding relationship between the two of us, I'm willing to make that sacrifice. Just tell me when you aim to have it. I'd rather not unmask out here in public.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want that either. Yeah, boundaries are still set. Perfect. Thank you. As for the rest of the group, I say we kind of keep low, just because we're supposed to be talking to people right now and heading off to Stillwater. So if we're kind of caught around the town, it looks bad.
Sounds like a plan.
Perfect.
so what are you guys doing?
I
Do
mean,
we already have rooms? Sorry, I don't.
I don't go
You
on.
have some rooms, yes. You've had some rooms now for a couple of days in an inn nearby. Still in the underbelly.
I don't think there's there. I don't think we need to do anything right now. I mean, unless you guys have, because it's currently nighttime, correct?
Yeah.
It is currently nighttime. It is about 1 a.m. Actually, as you guys are discussing this, wait, oh my God, there's like a dog like actually having an aneurysm outside.
No.
As you guys are discussing this, actually, you see this would be about the time that it happened. Off in the distance, the ships of the port, a large black armada with red sails, has suddenly started engaging in a fight with some other ships, and you hear cannons being fired out into the ocean and screaming out in the distance. It seems some people are breaking away from Alarnock's guarded port and are trying to break themselves free. And you hear off in the distance, just faintly enough, like they're often like their ships and things, but you know how you can like hear people shouting and stuff, especially at night. You're able to hear some people going, that's Malaya over there. Yeah, no, don't be going over there. We need to make sure that we grab her alive. Take her down. And other people as well going, whatever you say, Captain de Clisson. And cannons continue to fire out into the water, explosions rounding about as a... Give me a perception roll. This would be fun to see.
Oh no, this is the other party.
Perception. Probably is.
18.
Oh, 9.
With your eyes, you're the only ones that are able to see this. Off in the glint of the moonlight, you're able to notice 3 familiar faces of the party that you once talked to beforehand,
Yeah.
making their way off into the ocean on skippers as some sink, others catch themselves up to things, to the others, and at one point, they ride a cloud of bees.
Of course they do. God damn it. I hate it here.
I'm just
What the
looking in
fuck?
astonishment, just like,
Were they not supposed to leave this town with us? Why are they? What?
I think they're
They
gonna
said they had
meet up.
other business to deal with first.
Yeah.
True. I thought that was like a couple like local things heading off to the new world, and then
They
goddamn.
yeah. But you guys would have seen this explosion cacophony happening out there. It's like a good 30 seconds to 2 minutes of like loud cacophonous noise and things happening, ships sinking before they like sail into one another. At one point, like cannons like explode into the water, showing like a shower of water, almost like sparks from a firework, landing on everything that is around there before some of the ships, even like the grand ships of the Black Armada, sink into the depths below. And you see that with all of that. And I imagine, Dare, whether you tell them or not, everyone can get a sort of an inkling that some people that they've met beforehand were responsible for what happened there. And that those friends that you've gotten newly acquired are more than capable in their own right of causing their own mayhem.
I'm just looking at like this whole scene with like the bees and just like cannons firing. Just like I just like let out like a deep sigh and I just say like, hopefully those idiots don't get themselves killed beforehand.
Do I hear him say? I'm assuming I hear him say that.
Yeah, I say it out loud so the group could hear me.
Okay, just be like, I knew I liked them.
I mean, if they make you back alive, then I feel like that's test enough on whether.
Cloud
That is
of bees.
enough, just
God damn it.
those idiots.
After it seems that they've escaped past the port and off into open waters, on a ship that actually, this would be the last incredulous part. You see one of the small skippers, the ships that really weren't seaworthy, that skips over the water, eventually actually like form and shapeshift into a larger vessel that holds everyone into a grand gray ship or ship with gray wood planks sealing its sides and golden sails as it shimmers off in the early morning light, as it's now around like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And it sails off into the distance. With their adventure being on its way, the three of you, or the four of you, look off to the inn and a place to get some rest before the sun fully envelops the sky. As you guys get there, I imagine because you didn't really have too much that you needed to do here, this would be the opportunity where above table, you need to figure out how you're getting to the Vendegian Empire, what things you need to accomplish before you get to the Vendegian Empire, and how quickly you need to get there.
So how many? It's just been 1 week that's passed since we found out about everything, correct?
It should have been, yes. And you guys had 2.5 weeks total before it's the doomsday clock ticks down all the way. So a week has been used up.
So I'm pretty sure, like, just thinking about it, like, the Vendegian Empire is, like, in danger. It's one of the, like, primary, like, not like a port town, but it's very necessary for, like, the economy, because if it goes away, then it takes a big, like, the economy, and everything just takes a big hit.
Yes.
So
it is the largest country in the world.
Yeah. So we could potentially talk. Like, I still think we should talk to Pirate Queen. Because she runs like she runs like a transportation business, correct? Like almost like transportation.
She doesn't run a transportation business. She is just the ruler of pirates. All of those that have made seaworthy vessels for the world to, go through and everything. The Vendegian Empire has a lot of coastline, and there is a pirate lord that sort of manages areas of the Vendegian Empire, or at least its coastline and ocean waters. Like, as a quick history thing, for what has been recently set up, the Pirate Queen is the queen of all pirates, a new breed of a sailor that has emerged forth as seaworthy vessels have finally been made. But she doesn't rule all of the waters herself. She has various pirate lords that govern various sections of each of those places. And they've actually all come here together for a meeting of sorts that is currently ongoing. All of the pirate lords are here, and there's been some festivals ongoing that you guys have passed throughout the couple of days, sort of celebrating the meeting of all the pirate lords that control the coasts of all of the world of Avrea. But there is a pirate lord that specifically does sort of cover that Vendegian coast.
Yeah.
Not really as a transportation business, but, managing the waters.
Okay. And I'm assuming the Vendegian Empire has like a lot of like port trades and stuff like that, since it has that major.
Not
coast.
really, actually.
No?
Most of its economic trade is done through inland because it is very, very recent that seaworthy vessels have finally been made. They're trying to establish port towns now, but they're a very new thing.
Okay.
I think the best thing that we can do is when we actually start creating a business, or not business, but like manufacturing the smoke here, we talk to the Pirate Queen.
Yeah.
We talk to the Pirate Queen, and we kind of just make a deal that like we almost asking for like protection of like this business won't be, or like this place won't be like fucked with. An offer of the Nightwings will never mess with any of her boats. Obviously, new cities can easily be taken advantage of, especially by our business. So we will, like, if anything, we can actually help. Like we'll help her make sure that like she almost offering protection from the Nightwings as well. Like we won't steal from her or anybody that she deems deems that shouldn't be
unsavory.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of like a basically.
Exactly.
They're
Like we
aligned,
messed with
like
none of
an
her
uneasy
stuff.
I
alliance.
mean, it
Yeah.
could just it be an alliance. You could like form an alliance.
You already
You'd
have
be, yeah. You have the
Yeah.
inland stuff while she has the ocean stuff.
You already do have a bit of a pact from that, from when you tried expanding in the first place and ran into her.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
why you sort of do know about her.
I know
Yeah.
that we like have a pact with her, but almost extend that to like also the pirate lords that she's like talking to, and kind of like
Mm.
Yeah.
we
Well,
will mess with
she's-
none of your business now.
Well, technically, she's in charge of the pirate lords, so you don't really have to. We don't really have to negotiate with the pirate lords. You just negotiate with the queen.
Or yeah,
I
that's
mean-
what I'm saying. But extend that deal to like the pirate lords as well and their business.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just because like they do have like the central like would it be like anarchy? No, hierarchy.
Mhm.
Hierarchy.
Yeah.
And like they do take orders from the pirate queen, but they could still make their own like personal deals with other groups. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be a smart move to like sort of incorporate all the pirate lords as well.
Mhm.
Well, I'm trying to think. Because where is the capital again? Because we're
The
trying to
capital
meet
of the
It's
world? Or the
Braidor.
capital of the
No,
Vendegan Empire?
capital of the Vendegan Empire.
Ooh, let me pull you over to a world map. So, you guys are over here in the Grand Duchy of Kuniklev, over here in the southeastern quadrant, and the capital of the Vendegan Empire is over here.
Okay.
And when we went through that door, it brought us right here, correct?
No.
When you went through the door, it brought you to over here, to Outlook,
Yeah.
the capital of the world.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just get stuff.
So how long via like just like land travel? Like what would the difference be between traveling through by land and by sea?
If you were to go over here to then whoa, my screen like flickered really quick. If you were to then go over there, you would be going through the peninsula from the Grand Duchy of Kuniklev, crossing the border into the Vendegian Empire. It is not a heavily patrolled border by any means, but there are some people there, and there's usually a lot of like trade ongoing through these, because this peninsula is the one way that the Grand Duchy really traded with the rest of the world before boats, before this little skip in a bit happened. To then over here to the capital would be about 4 days travel.
4 days travel. And how about if we went around like via like sea travel?
If you were able to convince someone to give you a seaworthy boat, you'd be able to go here and around within a day.
Okay.
But if you were using skippers and not actual seaworthy vessels, you would have to skip over to this part, like this little peninsula.
Yeah.
If I can ping it, no, it won't let me right now. To then skipping over to this peninsula, to then skipping over to that peninsula, and then you could go. That would take you around 2.5 to 3 days, and it would be a little more cumbersome. But that's the ship that most people have better access to. Even though there are now seaworthy vessels, they're almost all pirate crews, and it's very hard to get your hands on them. Let alone charter a whole course for yourself.
From what we gathered, the conversation that we had with the other group, and what we just saw them kind of doing, trying to break the barricade or whatever.
Yeah.
We assume that they are not on the good, like the good side of the pirate queen.
No, there's no way.
They're on the sister side now.
They're on the sister's side.
Oh yeah, I remember that. And like they have like the little, like cube.
They broke the sister out of jail and have a magic cube.
Very nice.
Magic cube.
Magic
Magic
cube.
cube.
Okay.
Fucking what's
So, I
the
mean-
thing from the Tesseract? They have the Tesseract. Anyways. Anyways.
So yeah, I mean I'd like to travel via boat by trying to like convince the pirate queen if the Vendegian Empire goes down, there goes like a whole load of like travel and like just like or not travel like a lot of
Commerce.
commerce and just like trade routes just go by since it's the largest like empire. So not only is it going to affect our like the Nightwings, it's also going to affect the pirate queen in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Like a big asshole will be controlling the left side of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only place you wouldn't own on the western hemisphere of this world would be the Asharian theocracy, which is a tiny little thing comparatively.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure if they're gonna take over the Vendagan Empire soon enough, they're gonna take over the
Yeah. So
Probably.
You're
It'd be
opposite.
safe to assume that.
yeah. Um. Yeah. So like, I would want to do like talks with the Pirate Queen to try to procure
A ship.
a vessel,
Hmm.
yeah,
just so that we could get there a lot earlier. Because I mean, 1 day versus 4 days, it's not like that much of a difference, but it
But when it comes down to 2.5 weeks, it's a very big
Yeah.
difference.
the only thing that I have like that I see kind of being a problem is that we're supposed to be doing that with the people that she's like hates right now.
yeah. That's,
Wait, do we
that sort of
know
just stunts.
in what direction they were going?
They were headed. Oh, if I can have my. This way.
Oh, fuckers.
What the fuck are they
They
doing?
just had to go to the other fucking side, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just
Hey,
a little,
come-
just a little quick hop over.
Hey, come help us in the Vendagian Empire. Okay, let me go south.
Yeah.
Southeast.
Granted,
Fucking hell.
they know where we're going.
Do
But
they?
know.
Do they
know where we're
remember?
at. They get, yeah, that's true. Plus, there's magic in the world. We can cast sending or
pause,
something.
pause.
Hold
How
on.
long would it take for them to get from Nunavik to the fucking Vendagian Empire?
Okay, so they're not actually in Nunavik. I was just the direction they went southeast.
Yeah.
They landed like over here and then went over here.
Listen,
Um,
either way,
but
I'm gonna
towards
count
the
that
end of
as
the world.
fucking Nunavik.
by the end of the day, I'll let you know at least above table they landed back here.
Okay, thank fucking God.
Yeah.
Okay. God
Okay.
damn it. I
They
swear
went
to God.
over here and they got back here all probably by the time that you guys set off.
I hate them. I love them, but I hate them. God damn
Because
it.
they might have had access to a magical ship of the first ever seaworthy vessel that has like magic implanted in it to make it go faster than any other ship.
Is it the fucking Tesseract?
It's not the Tesseract, no.
Okay.
It just
But
has
that ship that
that pearl.
morphed and formed is a mask power that the sister has because she has a mask.
Of course. Of course, it's the sister that they broke out. God damn it. Okay. I figured,
so-
but like still, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be messy now.
Oh, it's
Because depending, it's because
But-
depending on whether the like sister faction wins, we will
Mhm.
no longer have an alliance with Paragon.
But-
We need to start. We need to start a new one with the sister.
okay, but
See,
here's the thing with the sister though. If we help them, help the people that we roped into helping us in the Vendagian Empire, she owes them for breaking her out of jail.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
most
the best
definitely.
thing that we do now, from the information that like we know as characters, is that we broker a deal with the Pirate Queen. Just because, like, we could mention that we're planning on starting something here or not. I don't think that we should right away.
We
Just
should-
because we should wait till we're like actually about to do it,
Yeah.
because she seems stressed right now. So we just tell her about this problem. We almost used her being stressed to our advantage of like now this big problem of like these people that she's like trying to hunt down. And we just tell her like, hey, so there's this problem going on. It's going to be a big problem for you. The Nightwings have always been on your side. All we ask for is a boat to deal with it. Helping you, helping everybody. Just kind of like one less thing you have to worry about now. And then see that.
The cost
and then once
of one ship.
Exactly. So we do that in a perfect world. We save the Vendagian Empire. We are now good with the Vendagian Empire. Then we go back. We're going to be good with her because we dealt with it. And then we're in a better spot to make a bigger deal.
most definitely.
And granted, whether or not we have that crew with us or not, those 3 adventurers.
In the perfect world, that's
That would work.
Yeah.
that's what we need. Yeah.
Yeah. And we kind of did steps out of the order because the crow decided to tell everybody about the smoke. But we
Oh,
do
we're
have
here
our
now.
one
At least we
we did
even though, like,
accomplish getting the scientist.
yeah, we did accomplish what you wanted at the end.
A wrench thrown into the works, but you still figured your way past it.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man.
Um,
If anything, we have more time to now see if he's worth trusting,
Mm-hmm.
because we'll see what it's like when we get back.
We'll see if that,
Do you
and
wanna go-
if the crow can actually like keep a secret from now on.
Do you want to go to the Vendigian Empire still, or do you want to go back to Brador, to where like all of your like headquarters are and assets and everything?
How
More
long
time, but
how long would it take from where we are to get to Brador?
a week. Took you a
Yeah.
week to get there.
Yeah, no, I think we can't afford that. I think it's
Yeah,
Vendagian Empire. We give them as
How-
much time as we can to.
Does the
Great.
Nightwings technically have any members either in the Vendigian Empire or close to the Vendigian Empire?
Close to the Vendigian Empire, so you guys have control over all of Brador. So that coastline, or that line here for
Border.
the border,
Mhm.
is definitely under your control, and you have agents there. But you have never been able to break into the Vendigian Empire.
so hopefully with this, like, with us, like striking a deal with, or getting in the good grace of the, overlords.
You would
of
have an
the Vendigian
alliance
Empire.
and
Mhm.
technically have control over the Grand Duchy of Kunicleth.
If anything, we can
Mhm.
send like a somewhat cryptic message through a courier, and then they can just take a skipper over to like one of our places.
That's
And
what I
then-
mean, because that's at
Yeah.
least close enough.
And then if they need anything, they can literally just take it over, and they don't have to act like sketchy about it because they're just
Yeah.
bringing supplies to the Vendagian Empire.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You do have a base around the coastline, and I would say that this would be an important part here, because notice how that is in a direct line that you could then skipper
Yeah.
to the through that little bit,
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So we could
especially where there's no like border patrol.
And then how long would
Mhm.
it take, do you think, for like a message to get to like somewhere like of importance to them? Not, I wouldn't say to the actual headquarters, because that might be too far. But somewhere where we could send like to like a city to where we could get like
Yeah.
supplies, and then they could like, how long would you think it would take that like a letter?
You want to send a letter to a city that can get you supplies. Where do you want this supplies to land?
Because I was trying to see, because if we go on foot, could
Yeah.
the supplies meet up with us? Probably not. So if anything, they would just
They could.
Yeah.
There's towns
If they-
along the way all over here. Like all of these are places that you could stop and someone could have supplies for you. So you could have someone try and like leave some supplies in one of those towns or cities for you.
If anything, what supplies would we need? We would just need
Yeah.
people. Like, if anything, we would just need more people to help us fight. But we'd be getting an entire empire on our side.
It would be people to help with the fight itself, and then it could be people, since you have your entire organization that you trust, that could potentially help create more smoke as well.
They
Yeah.
don't. The problem with that is we don't have anyone technically skilled enough to do that.
Okay.
Personally, I think we tell them that we have people coming to help. Once those people come, those people help. Now we just got like 30, 40, 50 Nightwings across the border, all in good favor of the Vendagian Empire. If anything, that's how we get our guys over.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
that's again, if we're solely focused on helping the Vendagian Empire, we could also do that. Just be like, send people in different groups, so it's not super suspicious, but just like that they're coming to help the Vendagian Empire. Just say that at the border.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then once
I
we
mean-
get to the Vendagian Empire, hopefully convince them quickly. We tell them to like send out to the border, like we're sending over like 50, 40 different people to like come and help, and they're all going to be saying like, we are here to help the Vendagian.
I mean, you could always just, since you have a Nightwing headquarter area, or like a base area by the Kingdom Brador, that line
Mm-hmm.
on the coast, you could just send a bunch of Nightwings and gather them there, so they're ready to cross the border as soon as, the Vendagian Empire is convinced.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
That
that's
would
like-
be that would take the
Yeah.
least amount of time, since they're already ready.
Yeah, they just all meet at a certain part of the border that's like
Yeah.
guarded, so then they know
Yeah.
that to trust us.
Yeah.
And then once they get the letter, then they let all of them over.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
Yeah, that would be the fastest way to do that, because that would essentially be like moving an army.
Mm-hmm.
It's already all gathered and like lined up and ready. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that sounds very efficient.
Oh, actually,
So yeah,
well,
I'll start once we kind of get back to our rooms and stuff. I'll start kind of writing the letter with their help of like kind of keeping it cryptic in a sense of like send like we're about to fight. Send about 40 to 50 good fighters. Meet at this specific like checkpoint on the border. Wait until they let you over.
It's the Night Wings, right? So
Yeah.
do something stupidly cryptic, like from a cheesy like book, like fly the birds at night to the border, like some bullshit like that.
I just put,
Gather the feathers.
Gather the feathers. The feathers of the wing must reunite.
Yeah, I'll put yeah, like
Right? Like this
gather
would be the moment to write something
Yeah, this is a
stupid
moment
and
for that,
cheesy.
like
into the bird puns.
lean into the
Yeah.
bird puns, but also like that's the cool cryptic moment that'll set up like the rest of the campaign.
gather at the
gather
nest.
as many hawks. I don't know what's. A
I
good
like the
fighting-
feather. I like the
Feather?
feather idea actually, like the feathers
Grab-
gathering to the wing.
Yeah.
Gather the feathers to the wing. I'll put the city where they need to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the feathers of the night wings fly to blank.
Yeah.
Enough birds to lay nest after the fight.
Yeah, there we go.
Ooh.
So,
Woo!
as a quick thing, just to wonder about for you guys and your plan here, how do you plan to send a letter quickly enough
What
for
kind
them
of
to
modes
gather?
what kind of modes of career?
Courier. So, you want this courier to go to the Nightwings HQ?
No, to like a city that like we like if like
A city
I
you
think
trust
where-
on the border.
Yeah,
like a city
think,
where a lieutenant would be to like because I feel like we send messages enough to where we kind of have some sort of a system, not to just send
Okay.
it directly there.
I think
Okay.
you said there's one like right here, correct, sir?
I just said that's an important like part to
Oh,
look
okay.
at. I don't say that you have anything
Yeah,
there. If
that was
you
the one
want,
we were
Okay.
planning on like sneaking in, but I
Yeah.
we're doing everything above board for now,
Yeah.
and then once we actually get in, then that's a whole
Here.
different story.
what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna set up this grid a little bit, and you guys are gonna help flesh out exactly how widespread these boys are.
Oh boy.
We're gonna start setting up where some of your lieutenants are and stuff.
Ooh,
This is gonna be on YouTube.
War table RPG, let's go!
Oh
More
god.
table time. So if you scroll in here, I've set the grid distance about like in a decent amount of chunks of what this place would be separated into of areas of control. The Nightwings have good control over all of Brador and a little bit of some other places, but we'll deal with Brador right now. What I'm planning, what I think would be a fair way to go about this, is I can give you guys a certain amount of points. I'm going to highlight certain areas and color code them, and to set up a base of operations there or a lieutenant will cost a certain amount of points based on the color coding. But other than that, it'll be up to you guys where you place them in those like colored zones.
Cool beans.
Cool. Then what I'm gonna do is let's draw a shape here. I'm gonna start with just what's big and red. Setting there is a red zone. Setting up here is a red zone. And setting up over here is a red zone.
Oh, playing Battleship.
We are playing
Yeah.
Battleship.
Setting up.
I hit A5.
You
Miss?
see the
Damn it.
Oh, you missed, bro.
Miss.
Come on now.
miss.
Toby.
I love that. Just the
Bum,
and
bum,
ricochets.
baby. Can you hear the aggressive purring?
No.
Not over the
Here.
music, no.
Here, turn the music down a little bit.
Here, just a second. I'll pause it really quick. Oh yeah, I hear it. That was aggressive, yeah.
He climbed into my lap. He's very aggressively
it.
purring right now. Tub tub.
Restart it.
And
There's no
then
ghost.
intimidation.
Stop it.
This zone is red as well. And this zone here. Oh, nope, not right there. Right here is yellow.
Baby. Oh.
And
Hi,
this zone in particular is red because that's where Alpaluk is. Very hard to set up over there. Everywhere else that's in Bredor, even these parts like into Nunavik, etc., consider yourself green. What I'm gonna say is that green is worth 1 point, that yellow is worth 3 points, and that red is worth 5 points. What I'm gonna now do to do point allocation, because this is a little bit on the fly, but I think it's cool world building, is I'm gonna have you guys roll some dice to figure out how many points you get.
Okay.
I want each of you guys to roll me 1d6 and 1d3. Okay, those are your d6s. Now everyone roll me some d3s.
Oh, I got 5.
Yeah, loser.
Wax. That's not how that one works.
It's before the R, silly.
Silly.
What a silly goober.
So Wax, you gonna do it again? There we go.
There we go. Okay.
Wow, you
So-
really got max points, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both. Let's go.
God damn.
Sheesh.
He's ready for it. He knows the assignment. So that gives you a total of 18 points. You know what I'm gonna do actually?
Half of that is just me.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
18 points here. I'm gonna say that green is free, not 1 point.
We take all the green. No.
Oh,
Because that would
everywhere.
like you could set up 3 red zones and that would already be a majority of your points.
Yeah.
So and I made sure I cordoned off the area of the world capital and the nation's capital. So that's fine because that's just, you know, reasonably you wouldn't be able to easily set up there. But everywhere else in Bredor, you have a pretty tight grip on canonically and stuff, so it makes sense. So green will be free. You can set up as many of those different zones and stuff that you'd like, but anywhere that is yellow will be 3 points, and anywhere that's red will be 5 points. It is up to you guys how you spend those points.
Okay.
And you can use the freehand, the circle, or the draw shape, but try and keep it in blue for Nightwings.
So
we have
Blue.
18, right?
like, is it like a dark blue
Yeah,
or
18.
like?
Whatever you feel like.
3 and 5.
Oh, that's a
Theoretically, if you did,
shape.
oh, no, it'd be
freehand.
6.
I feel like we'd have Nightwings at like closest to like the ports and any like major border towns along the border of Bredor. That's where at least I think. Ooh.
What happens to leftover points if we have extras?
If you have extras, they will be rolled over until you can set up a new outpost somewhere. We'll make this like a little fun like campaign over mechanic of you guys setting up extra established points.
Okay.
And hopefully you can gain more sort of like through inspiration is sort of what I was imagining it as. But through the various acts of you guys spreading the Nightwings name or converting people to work for the Nightwings, like how you did for that businessman, when you guys go back there and like make good on that deal, that place will probably be underneath Nightwing Command, and you'll gain more points and more establishments.
So yeah, is that blue square? You guys can see that blue square, right?
Yeah,
I can see that blue square, yeah.
Is that one good?
That's
wait, that's a
green.
That one's a
That's
free.
free, that's free. So
Yes.
if you
let's
did,
put all these
okay,
these blue squares in the
this,
ocean.
all these
Oh,
ones.
that was me trying to figure out the tool, and so
If you
writing down how
do-
many.
You're all good. Oh, wait, here,
here,
I'll
here.
undo that for you then.
Actually, no. Actually, take that out. That's just a mess right now.
Okay, if we
Okay.
do, you
then I'll
could
just do
do
18 right
4 yellow and 1 red at the moment, and that would be 17 points.
So yeah,
Out
so
of the
this
18.
red square in the very middle, that's the world capital.
That's the world capital.
Okay, yeah.
I think it would be
Uh,
good to try and have like a sleeper cell there, or if we wanted to, we could
If-
say that we don't have one there. We have one in the yellow.
I think it's better to say one. No, we have
I
one
think
in
we
yellow
have
because
Yeah.
having one in the red is very dangerous to our.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
could be
here's
found
another
out.
thing that'll do for it.
Mm.
Because you guys are the heads of an underground, like, criminal organization, right? It's and these cells are acting independently because it's a living world. There's a chance that they can get caught with the various actions that you have them do and you command them to do. And those risk zones, not only is it hard to put something there, but there's a chance that they can be caught and might endanger the other zones depending on how you command them. I'm going to flesh out the system more by the time of the next one because it's really cool that we're doing this now. But just consider that for this moment, and I'll tell you more of the final rules when we go on. Has anyone ever played, by chance, Blades in the Dark?
No.
No.
So Blades in the Dark is an RPG system that's all about being thieves, and it has a really good system for like your hideout and how you manage your hideout and stuff. I'm gonna rip some elements from that in the homebrew for next session, and we'll go a little more over this in depth. But for now, at least, just set up your where you want your hideouts to be.
Yeah.
Great.
I believe Rage was saying that you can make 4 yellow and 1 red.
Yeah, and that would be
Yeah.
17.
Zerg, could you put like maybe a green square to where the hideout is, like our base?
Yeah,
Oh,
like our main
yes.
base.
Like the main.
Sure thing. Just a second. You
Uh,
guys are right here.
Oh, very
cool
nice.
things.
I think
So
it
just-
would be beneficial for you guys to have something over here.
Wait, actually, I'm dumb. Is right here. That's where that river meets. There you go.
Okay. I was literally
go
about to
right
draw
on.
a square there too. I was like, oh, we should put.
I think it would be
Um,
beneficial for you guys to get closer to the borders if you can.
Yeah.
Like the
that's what I was
top
saying,
left
like,
and the bottom right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nunavik is basically free.
And those are free squares. So you
Yeah. Yep.
guys, this is your organization. I'm just throwing ideas for you.
Mhm.
No, yeah, definitely.
I think having 4 yellows would be and 1 red would be the most beneficial for you guys because that's the most spaces you can get with 18.
Yeah. I definitely do think.
With lower risk, mind you.
I love putting it like right on the border. Those like, it's still free here.
I think we should do one like right here, like
Yeah,
where,
right on the
I was
border.
thinking earlier. Yeah, just so that way, we have like a nice contact between the Grand Duchy and
Yeah.
the base close enough to the
Yeah.
Vandagian Empire.
Mm-hmm.
You could run skippers through there quite easily.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Anywhere that's on that map, by the way, is not like the lightest shade of blue. Is like you need seaworthy vessels to go between. So
yeah.
as long as it's that lighter shade between places, a skipper can go through it.
Very nice. Very nice.
I'm thinking somewhere like right here as well for the the Golden Commonwealth.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Okay.
Or more the
Not
middle
even,
of
like-
the Golden Commonwealth.
yeah, like right here. Like either this one or this one, just so we have.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I want is like us to be close to the border, so that way, like if anything happens like between any of like the borders, we
Yeah.
have easy access to just like
Yeah.
invade and try
Yeah.
to take access.
Yeah. Would you want
Just
the
wanna draw
last
some
one to
close
be?
ones.
Would you want the last yellow square to be Republic of Nor or Kingdom of Zarunta? For what we're doing at the moment, the easiest would be Zarunta, but you already have that free one in the middle of the
Yeah.
3, so that's up to you guys.
Yeah.
I definitely do think we should lean more towards the Republic of Nor.
Okay.
I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of like right there. Didn't mean to make it green. But like right here, since we still have easy access, or like we have like access to the Republic of Nor,
Uh-huh.
but we're also pretty close to the main.
It's like a
capital.
midway point.
I like
Oh,
there-
close to the capital, yeah.
I like that there's a
But you also have that
countdown of
one that you put
numbers
right
down
in the
there.
yellow
Yeah.
to be like, here you go.
Yeah. I think if anything,
That's all the yellows.
this yellow one right here is more of like a information than it is making
Oh, yeah.
noise.
That would
Yeah.
definitely be a small operation that you'd have
Yeah.
there, like very small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a safe house or something.
You guys
Yeah.
have all of your yellow squares baked in if you're following Rage's plan, though. You can do one red square now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it to put
To
it
do
in
the
a
red?
Just
You can always
yeah.
save the points and you'd have 5 extra instead of,
I'm gonna say we could put.
or no, 6 extra instead of just
6
1.
extra could get you 2 more yellows or 1 red.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could put one like on the same river in the red, kind of right here, just so like if anything, it's just like.
Ooh, now
Something
that's
down
good
the river.
thinking because you can
Yeah.
send messages down the river.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. I'm down. I was thinking
Mhm.
there, or possibly like where this small or this like they have a city name to it. Like right there in the yellow. Just because it's like I'm assuming that's like a major city.
What we could do
The one in the
is
south you're talking about?
right
Yeah,
here.
the one with the yeah.
So that's Braydor's capital. So remember how this is like the nation's cap or the world capital?
Mhm.
This is Braydor's capital over here.
I say this one gets pushed up maybe a little bit like taller, and
Like
then we
right here?
take like right there, and then we just take out this one, and then because we could establish because this one could be like I don't know because I feel like we accomplish with this one what this one would be.
How long would it take for the right one that he was pointing at for people to get from that one to the Vendegia Empire versus the one in the yellow square?
The one in the yellow square could be there within a couple of hours. Like you just general Vendegian Empire. I'm assuming you're not meaning the capital.
Yeah.
But it could be in the Vendegian Empire within a couple of hours. The one on the right would take a day.
Okay. All right. Just keeping that in mind for
But,
where you guys pick.
One thing that, if you do want, that does help. The Vendegian Empire and the Kingdom of Braydor are in a little bit of a cold war at the moment. So this border, all across there on those yellow and red squares, is definitely patrolled. The way to get past it, smuggling, is through the skippers.
Yeah.
If you try and just cross that border itself, there's going to be a little bit of friction.
Because we
But I
could put
think-
one there, and then kind of one right here-ish, and then we take out this one. I can't move this one, but we take out this one, and then
I don't
or
think
should
so.
we keep that one? Do you think?
I think we should keep that one because I mean, like the difference between like a day and a couple hours is
It can be big,
it could be big, yeah. Plus,
depending on
like,
the context, yeah.
Yeah. Plus, we have like a good nestle between like not only like the Grand Duchy, but we could also like have this as like a checkpoint to send people over into the Vendegian Empire because this is a lot closer than like either of these two, so it'd be a lot easier.
Yeah. Because
You'd
right
have
now we
to-
have one too
You'd have
many
to
in a
take
yellow.
one. Yeah, you'd have to
Yeah.
take one
I
out.
think we should move this one.
Yeah, you could take the one out from there because you
This
already
one
have the
out
one by.
and move it up there, like
Oh.
out of the yellow.
Hmm. Yeah, because I didn't know if we wanted to be or at least have one that's like kind of close-ish to like the border of Braydor, because we'd have one close to the border of Braydor and the one close to the capital.
Yeah.
But unless we wanted to kind of keep it on the outskirts of everything, like there.
I think that's fine since we could still like use the river for like a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
especially since like it's flowing down towards the capital Braydor.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be easier to like go in there and just like do our shift and just like leave, you know?
Yeah. So then is any changes that we think we should make?
What's this up here? Here,
That's the top
This
of
was
the river
I just
by the Golden
I put this as a
Commonwealth.
suggestion, just because it's like at the top of the river, it's on the border of the Golden Commonwealth. If we wanted to, we could move it more north, so then it like covers the river, the lake, the Republic of Nor, and the Golden Commonwealth.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then-
good with that, but then
'cause-
we don't need this square right here in the yellow.
And then so if we wanted to, we could move that one kind of closer to the capital, and then we
Yeah.
could take out that one above it.
Yeah.
Or we could leave both because it's also just a free point, anyways.
Mhm.
We can do both, and it's good to have like
More.
close contact-ish.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Would there be really any other place we'd want?
I don't.
You've
think
covered
so.
basically every border.
Yeah.
You pretty much have.
Mm-hmm.
But how well is the interior of Braydor, do you think? You've sort of
think-
circled yourself around the world capital. And it seems you have a lot of control in the south, but like the mid northwest seems to be a little barren.
You can always put
True.
another in the free space above the world
Yeah.
capital.
Or this
Like-
one? Is this what? That one?
No, above the world capital. The
Like
tiny
right here?
res.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, above it.
Yeah.
I feel like moving it at least, I think one more space up, because 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 I'm assuming that they like keep like a good patrol around the world capital, correct?
A decent patrol around the world capital, yes.
Yeah. Still
And they
being
often
too-
have forays out into the south of the capital. That's why there's the yellow square around there.
Yeah. I feel like keeping like a lot or like more than just like the one near the world capital could potentially put us like in danger of like.
Yeah, that's why the one right here in the yellow is more like it lays super
Yeah.
low. If anything, if we find ourselves around that area, we can go there. It's kind of like it's more or less like a front and that doesn't really operate. It's
It's like
kind
a
of
safe
just
house.
safe house if anything, or like
Hmm.
something that just gathers information, maybe sends a couple messages and like the messages are always titled to like their niece or something like that, so it's like very inconspicuous.
Their niece.
No.
I mean,
Cool. Is that is that the map for you guys then of how the Nightwings have laid out?
Looks pretty
Did
good.
we say that we wanted to push this one up a block, or was that?
I'm fine with just leaving it there.
It should be okay.
Yeah.
It will have a little bit more risk since it's within a square of a
Yeah.
red space.
That's what I was trying to say. Like,
Yeah.
You have
but like
several
it's in
that are
between
within a
two,
square
it's
of
in
the red
between two
space.
red spaces, so it's very like highly just to be like found out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than if we have it like right here, then it'd be a lot safer than putting it in between two.
It'd be a
red spaces.
lot safer. It wouldn't be at risk of any of the red squares. It'd only be at risk of the yellow square. So no compounding.
No.
That's fine then.
But depending on you, if you guys think that's like a reliable area to control.
Mhm. I think where we have it like right here is good.
Yeah.
It's close
Just because,
enough to the
like-
world capital where it would still
Do we
be able
want
to
to
do anything.
like? What about this one? Because this one's kind of like in the middle of mess.
We
This one's
probably-
not as much.
We could probably pull it down one space as well, just so that way it's not like it still has like the potential of being found out by the two yellow squares, but the red square is the highest like danger
Likelihood.
zone,
Yeah.
really.
Where it's
Yep.
don't get me the wrong way though. It's not like, oh, you're in the danger zone by putting it next to it. It's just like there's like a little bit of bleed off.
No, yeah.
So yeah, we can move that one down.
I don't know. I don't think it like really lose any value if we just move it down one.
I don't think I drew that one, so I can't.
I think Rage. Did you draw that?
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
draw
no,
any
no,
of
I
the
did, I
squares.
did. I think.
Is this green square anything, or is that just a?
That is nothing.
Oh, that's me. I accidentally draw that.
Oh,
Should
no,
have.
you're
I think at least one more free spot, like right here, and I think that should. I think that'd be good.
good. Hmm.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, you. So
Loser
currently, if you were to say
Empire.
anything right now, we have 3, 6, 9, 14 points allotted. with then the rest being free.
Yeah.
And you guys had 17 total, so you have 3 more that you could spend if you want.
Or we had 19, I believe.
Or
We
you had
had
19?
18. We had 18.
18.
We had
So
18.
you had 4 points
Three.
left then, if you wanted. That's not enough for a red zone, but you could get 1 more yellow. Or you can
Wait,
hold on to it.
Wait, we have
And
4
if you
yellows
gain
and a
some more
red.
Nightwing post points, you can
Wait.
hopefully put them in somewhere else.
Wait, we have 4 yellow and 1 red, do we not?
Yeah. Boom, boom.
I see.
We have
Boom.
1 point left.
Oh, didn't count the one in the center.
Yeah,
That's
There's
what was-
only
I
one
missed
point
that one.
left.
too when I was counting.
Yeah.
There's only 1 point left.
So that
We can't
should
do
be
anything.
that is all your points but 1 rolling over.
yes,
And you guys are happy with this layout?
quite good.
I think.
Cool.
they're pretty
There'll be
fun.
a little more refinement as we go on. Because now that I know that we can do this system, I have a couple of ideas. I'm going to refine it and we'll be good to go next week. But these general zones, we'll keep them in there. Those are nice and locked and perfect. I'm going to keep this map as a record because you guys have now just helped influence the world of Brador a little bit.
Yay,
Now we know where some of these cells are, which is also funny because you put these cells, one of these cells, right where there's another campaign going on right now.
Ooh,
Oh,
what a coincidence.
So they're now surrounded by some thieves.
We're stream
Um,
sniping a campaign.
Streams. That's
We
what your
knew to put
campaign
that
is.
there.
You guys are just the stream snipers.
I think actually, I just nitpicking. Just one more, like, right there.
Oh,
In the
okay,
middle of
yeah,
all
it's
those,
free.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
in red.
yeah,
so
yeah,
yep.
That's crazy. It's so free that it's in the middle of absolutely nothing. It's fine.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just want like
I would also
to have
like
like
to
a
propose
sort
5
of like
feet between
maybe,
everything.
just a small one right here.
Yeah, just a small one.
Control
It's a
the
real
world.
small one.
Just
I just
right
want
there.
all of this,
Oh
if
my
that's cool.
Technically free.
Oh, you left.
Just
And, like,
all of this.
It threw me into another game for some reason. You doing that threw me into another game. What the fuck?
We're taking control.
All right, so a
No,
nice,
he's taking-
This is our
Oh, no.
campaign now.
just a nice, just truly a nice
Can I put a
little
box around
square.
Zerg? Can we control God?
Can we control God? Can I just control this outpost really quickly? It's nothing at all, but like. Okay, cool. So we have our waypoints of Brador figured out. When we come back next week, we'll do a little more into this, a little bit more wargaming, but I want to get more into this as you guys have a powerful organization now. Like you guys are expanding and stuff, so it's good to know the lay of the land. Especially because there might be some people coming to try and take back some of these places.
No.
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 I say no. Okay, so that being done, you guys now know where your outposts are. So where would you like to try and send a message to? For where you currently are, you need some people to try and amass near the border. You can try and send a message and hopefully get some of these cells to start amassing their people to come and help.
So where
Remember,
again?
you guys
We're
are
right here.
over here.
Over here.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Treat each of these square feet as let's say miles, but miles being, you know, like back in the olden days where driving 70 miles might be a day's journey for someone, etc.
I think this would be the quickest path on what I'm doing.
Actually, wait, do this, multiply by 2. Multiply by 2.
let's play the two.
So this would be 140 miles.
140
This would
miles.
be By 2?
Yeah, so that's
Uh,
120 miles.
Yeah, 120.
Yeah. This one would be interesting just because, or well, the one that I drew out just what's it called? Avoids borders. But if we're trying to go through that border, that could be.
Yeah. I mean, how long would it take to for carrier to go like this, or?
Depends by what they travel. By let's say that someone by land could travel up to 60 miles in a day. Someone by a cart or etc. could travel up to 100 miles a day, and someone over boat, depending on the boat, let's say a skipper, could travel aquatically up to 120 miles a day.
So yeah, if anything, the courier with that route that he has, the courier would be going 40 feet, so 80 miles, and then dropping off the letter. The letter would hit that outpost, and then would have to make its way to the next outpost, and then to to the headquarters, and then from the headquarters, they would meet at this city, or just somewhere kind of in
I
broad
think,
day.
like over here, no? Just where we have already a set base.
True. Yeah, we could have them meet there. So that would be 45, 90 miles that we would just have everybody converge at. Granted,
Yeah.
we could just not all have to pull from one location. We could pull.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm like what I'm assuming here is we'd send this.
Mhm.
These people would find out and
Branch out.
send people over here, and like we could also like have them scribe a message
Yeah.
to go right here, right here, right here, then right here,
Yeah.
with the main letter going to the world capital, or not the world capital.
Immediately send a letter
Right.
here being like, make sure you're
Right,
able to
yeah.
house, like,
Yeah, start preparing like people coming over there.
Yeah,
'cause they'll have at least
so
a day or two.
a big thing, because you were pointing it out, it was about 50 feet to get to the tip of the peninsula, and then another like 10 or 20 feet to get over here. That means it's going to be about a day and a half for the message to get there.
Okay.
From there, then it branches out wherever you guys want to go for things. But a day and a half to reach the main like landing point.
As long as we are able to send the letter and everybody be more than ready by 1 week, that should be enough time. Like they technically have a week because we have like 2.5 weeks till
Yeah.
the kitty gets mad and starts attacking. So if they're ready in a week, that's gives them a week and a half to make their way all the way over here, get battle ready and ready for like
Each of these cells, as another way, if you want to think about it, as you guys are strategizing, have different levels of preparedness. Because some of them are in the sleepy bumfuck of nowhere, not really doing too much other than like raiding a barn or something, while others near the border are closer to the city. They're constantly going and doing things. So I would assume that level of preparedness, if you want, would equate to their squares of difficulty into how quickly they could be prepared in an inverse way. So the ones in green, imagine they take longer to prepare, but the ones in yellow are pretty quick to prepare, and the ones in red are ready to go right the fuck now. The ones in yellow, I would say give them a day or two and they'll be ready to go. The ones in green zones, they will take 2 to 3 days, and I'll like flip a coin for it.
I see.
But they'll like send the message the second that they get it. It's just like them preparing all of their people and their arms and stuff.
So I mean, as soon as they like all reach like the yellow square, then they should be like ready to like take action at any point.
The yellow square, like I said, they need a day or two. The red squares are ready right the fuck now. Like if you wanted to invade the Golden Commonwealth right now and you went to that top right one, boy, they're here and ready, and they will go right this second.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason why like I'm assuming that they're going to be ready is because like we're letting them know like we're letting
you're letting them know before
ahead.
the others go. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I'm assuming like they were going to be like ready to go as soon as like they receive word. Then like they're hot on the trail.
Pretty reasonable.
Yeah. That's just my like as soon as we like as soon as like everyone like in the green zones are ready and prepared to go to the, because they're all meeting at the yellow like base right here, ready to go into the Grand Duchy, or not the Grand Duchy,
Into Vendagian Empire.
into the Vendagian Empire. Like they'd be ready as soon as like, because I mean we're giving them prep time basically.
Yeah. You're trying to get ahead of the ball before it's gonna bite you in the ass.
Yeah, that's why like I'm trying to argue like they'd be ready like to get the word, off they go.
Yep. So, for a finalized plan for what you guys are thinking, tell me if I'm incorrect here, but basically you're going to be having someone go over here into this zone. That will take them a day and a half. From there, you're going to have messengers go here, 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 then here. and they're all going to get those people ready from those zones and start converging over to this zone. Somewhere in your letter will be written, once they're all here, what day to make their way over to the capital.
What day?
I mean, or is it just once they're all there, they just immediately set off?
I'm trying to think, because it'd be dangerous to. Because Bradar's in the cold, sort of like a cold war with the Vindigan Empire, correct?
Yes.
So I mean, amassing like 40 to 50 people to immediately cross as soon as,
Especially right at the border where it looks like an army.
yeah, I don't think that'd be a good idea.
Unless you want to disguise them in a way. You guys are thieves after all.
We are. I do think. So we should. How long would it take? Because I'm assuming we're gonna like let them know within a week's time to be prepared to like move. Because it's gonna take either a day, like anywhere from like 1 day to 4 days to get from the Grand Duchy from where we are, all the way to the capital of the Vendigian Empire.
Yeah.
And then from there, how long will it take for a letter from the capital to reach to
Like I
over
said,
here?
by land, they can travel 60 miles in a day, and whatever you have, it's ×2. And if it's by boat, they can travel on a skipper up to 120 miles in a day, and if it's by cart, they can travel up to 100 miles a day.
So this will take about 3 days for a letter to get here, and then 3 days for them to get back. And we have 2.5 weeks. How long will it take us to get there? Say about 3 days as well, right?
About 3 days.
Yeah. So wait. Let me try this. So 3 days for us to get there. Let's say we convince them in a day. It's +1, and then let's say, as this is all going. Wait, this is us. This is Nightwing's timeline. So if we send a courier, it'll make it'll hit word like here in about
That's a day and a half.
a day and a half.
Because it's going to be the 50 miles from coming from here up to the peninsula, and then the extra bit to cross over here. But then that around 10 or 11 a.m., the word will reach it.
Okay, so let's say word reaches there. Now they send out couriers everywhere else, and then they all reconvene at the border right here. How long would you say that would take? Like maybe...
So, like I said, anywhere that's in a green zone will take 2 to 3 days prep time before they head out. Anywhere in a yellow square will take 1 to 2 days prep time. But the only one in the yellow square you're trying to reach is the one that everyone's going to, so they'll be ready by the time others get there.
Okay.
So we'll have to flip some coins for the ones that you want to reach out and send couriers to. But it takes about a day, or it looks like a half a day to a day for each of the ones surrounding it. And from there, it'll take them 2 to 3 days to prep, and then 1 or 2 days of travel time back.
Let's say conservatively, we'll just put a 5 here. So for them, that's by 6.5 days. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Zerg, how long would it take for our main HQ to prepare? Would it
Your
be
main
the same?
HQ is ready to go
2 to 3
now.
days?
It's a special exception.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have those boys whipped into shape.
Yeah. How long would it take them to travel from here to here?
That's 45, so 45 times 2,
45.
that's 90. If they're all in a cart and a bunch of carts, it'll take them 1 day.
Okay. So let's say conservatively 5 days. Once the letter reaches here,
Yeah.
everybody here ready.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
so yeah, so then let's say it takes us conservatively 2 days to convince the Vendegian Emperor. I imagine it'll only take one to convince the Vendegian Empire.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed when he's like, I want you to do a 3-day side mission for me.
So yeah,
Honestly.
so we convince them to do whatever, and then it takes what was it 3 days for them to get here to here.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like 90 feet, which is double to 180. Yeah, so it takes them 3 days. So
2 days by cart.
2 days by car. So yeah, so perfect. So if they get there, let's say we convince them, it takes them plus 3 days to send the letter out, for the letter to get there, and then they'll get there 3 days when they get back. So that's like a week and 3 days.
A week and 3 days, which would be just about when everything's coming to a head.
Yeah. So that would
Boy, isn't
would
that
give-
timing?
Yeah, so that would give us about a week of them being there, because we have 2.5 weeks till Parsival.
Well, no, you've already spent a week getting over here to the Grand Duchy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like I
Oh,
said,
I thought we
when
had
they get
5
there, they'll be there just in the nick of time.
Oh, okay. Because
They'll be there with like a day or two to spare.
3 weeks. when
I
we
thought
got
we
the
had 3 weeks
Grimoire.
as well.
Yeah, I thought we had 3
It
weeks when we got the
should've been
Grimoire, and then
3 weeks when you got the Grimoire, then you spent
A week getting to the
spent
Grand Duchy.
It's about 2.5.
a week to get to the Grand Duchy, and then you
Yep.
spent 3 days before you found the people.
That's right. They would make it
I
there in
see.
the nick of time with that timeline.
Oh, okay.
okay, and this is all conservative numbers in it, and this is
Yeah.
like if they are traveling on foot. Let's say the this is
If they
minus
had
1 day if the
skippers, it
courier's
would take
taking a
less
cart
time.
or a
Or
horse.
carts,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure we won.
Well, not
like,
horses, but like rams,
Yeah.
right? That's what it was.
Yeah.
Rams.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah. So if the courier's taking a ram, that's probably minus a day.
Yeah.
And then if they're over here on carts, that's minus a day. Like this also this 5, yeah, so it'll take them 6.5 days to get ready conservatively. And then yeah, and then it'll take them probably 3 days to get over. So yeah. So let's hope that this is a 3. So yeah.
So now here's the big question on this. When do you want smoke being produced? Because you said when you come back to the guys,
There's
when
no
you'll start getting
time.
smoke.
Yeah. It'll be right here in the convincing them to send out the letter for these days. They'll be creating the smoke in
Yeah.
those 6 to 5 days. Or
In the 6 to 5 days,
yeah,
you'll
6 to
hopefully
7
get.
days.
So
Yeah.
you'll have to go back to the Grand Duchy, then tell him to start up, then he gets it ready, and then you bring it back.
Oh, I thought the Vendegian Empire was the one.
Yeah.
Oh, is
So,
that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Are you,
So
but
we're not-
you still need to grab the pirate, right?
No. So
Or
the
you just
pirate's
like
gonna
sort of
be-
cut him out?
The pirate's gonna be afterwards. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Like so that
After
They're
everything's
trying
done.
to do the
Gotcha.
pirate
Yeah.
as a like a deal thing, like a business deal
Yeah.
thing after.
Oh, like actual business, not for like killing the
Yeah.
false Hydra.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
for killing the
pirate
false
is
Hydra, you're giving it to the Vendegian Empire.
The
Yeah.
Vendegian Empire will just be smoke and ash.
Yeah.
Got you.
Or they'll be producing their own smoke and ash because we're not giving them the formula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the formula might do more, but if anything, this smoke and ash, maybe with a little tweaks by the crow being like, hey, maybe just add a couple of like, because we know some of the ingredients. I think it was like toad venom, spider lily, orc blood. So if we get them like, oh, maybe add some spider lily to the smoke or some toad venom, it'll do a little bit more help. It'll
It'll help with this thing, yeah, because it was originally designed for a different thing.
Yeah, but we introduced those as ingredients that hurt the false hydras more, not as like, oh, we also have this special smoke, because we don't
Yeah.
want anybody to know about that.
Mhm.
Okay,
So yeah.
so that is your conservative timeline of how you want to be running some things. You've set up your Nightwing posts, and hopefully you're able to work your way past all that. For you guys, what has your party decided to do to get to the capital? Take the land bridge, or try and ferry a skipper, or try and convince yourselves to get a boat, a seaworthy boat?
I think a
Why can't I talk to
seaworthy
the
boat,
captain
because that would
first?
turn this 3 into a 1, and then that cuts down on everything.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
want to
talk
try and
to the
gun to
captain.
convince the pirate queen to give you guys a seaworthy vessel.
Mhm.
Is there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okie dokie then. So if you guys do that, your path should be sort of like this, and you'll be there within the day. Because then after that, it's just like a quick hop and a skip. Like that's like a 20-mile trek after. Okay, so you guys have a plan in place of what you're trying to do to stop the Hydra. You've set up your foundations of everything. Next week, there will be a little more of this as we figure out exactly what these posts are like and a little more intricacies. But also, we'll continue our adventure in Alarnock as you try and petition the Pirate Queen for one of the only seaworthy boats in all of the world to save the world. For that, though, I think that's a pretty good place to end off here for the night. It is 8:30 on the dot, as it is. So first off, congrats, Rage, for your 24-hour stream ending.
Thanks.
Like, imagining 24 hours. It's only
dude.
3 hours, actually.
Wow.
You can literally fuck off.
Mad
but
as
Shove that all the way up your ass. Fuck off.
thank you for restarting on its own, though, just for like VOD purposes and stuff.
Yeah, it's entirely for VOD purposes and stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate that. As opposed to downloading a 24-hour stream for it.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that to you. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Should've done it to him.
Literally.
I do so much for this campaign.
I'm making suffer.
Damn.
But that being said, we're all good to go. And a lot of our things, you guys, in universe, if you want, imagine you rolled out this map in the inn and you're sort of like strategizing, war tabling it. And when we pick up next time, you'll go on to petition the Pirate Queen and hopefully send out the letter with your courier to begin your plans in action. And also, by the time that you get back, there might be something else going on for that other crew you've convinced to help you out, doing stuff on their own path to try and help things out.
Okay.
That
boy.
being said, next session.
Sorry.
Yes.
With next session, are we going to start the next morning, or are we going to kind of pick up where we left off?
It was around 3 a.m., so it's going to be pretty much the same day. I'm just going to assume that you guys had a very light sleep because you're sort of like in the zone at the moment.
Yeah, because I was going to say, wow, like I'll even take the point of exhaustion because I wanted to stay up for as long as I could, like get the crow's mask and then finish what I was doing kind of like with the runes and like getting my mask to where if I wear it, I can also breathe the smoke.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah.
So with the mask stuff, we're gonna pick that, write that down if you can for some notes, because we're gonna pick up with that then for you figuring out the runes before we go to the Pirate Queen.
Yeah, I wanted to say something now before we started next session. I completely forgot.
Totally. I feel that. Thank you for bringing that up. Actually, that being said, next session would normally be the 25th, which is I don't know if you guys know, pretty dangerously close to a Christmas date. So if you guys would like, I'm busy some of the 18th, but I can make time in the 18th that we have sort of like that finisher session as you begin your plans in action and begin your path, hopefully to the Vendegian Empire. And then after the 18th, the next session would be on the 1st.
That would be New Year. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that'd be New Year's Day.
I am fine with that.
Unless you guys got stuff planned, which by all means, this is all just tentative.
I should be good
New Year's
for now.
Day is pretty chill for me.
Yeah,
It's just New
regular day.
Year's, yeah.
same. I might be a little like drunk or hungover from the day before, but other than that, I'll be good to go.
I think I might
Won't we all?
work till
Honestly.
4, but that should be it.
Cool. Then we'll start around like 5 or 6 for that day.
Sounds good.
The 18th, though, you guys are all good for?
Yes, that should be good for the 18th.
Hey, perfect then. So we'll end it off of that. Thank you guys so much for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed session 4 with its antics and everything and cool moments and a little bit of war tabling. And we'll see you
Yes, sir.
on the next session, everybody. Thanks for playing.
Thanks for hosting.
That's very nice. Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna end with a raid to a Christmas D&D session.
Ooh, fun.
Christmas.
Christmas.
It is Christmas.
Christmas.
Christmas. Okay, let me get this rage warded.
Also,
they're called
so fun that I'm
mates.
gonna be able to bring some stuff up for
Eight.
next session.
Alright,
Very fun that we got
gonna
to
start
do
the
all
raid.
this.
Thank you guys all so much for being here, who are in here. Have fun at this Christmas themed D&D. I will see you guys maybe Monday. We'll see. I don't fucking know. We'll get there when we get there. Alright.
See you all Wednesday.
Bye. No, Monday.
Bye.
I'll try for Monday. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, bye.
When's that?
Bye.